That's telekinesis, Kyle.
About the Bower.
Do you guys know that Tasha's Cauldron of Everything added telekinesis as a feat?
Oh, guys.
Yeah, I have it.
Let's play an intro real quick.
This time on Dragon's Balls.
Got my Twitch. Oh, it says 0 viewers, and I'm one of those 0.
I'm so thankful to have you as one of our 0. What is up, party people?
Party.
So, actually, it's fun tonight. We're not going to have a transition into the other thing because well, I don't want to give away too much. Hello, Alec. Lazy Bard, hello. How are you? Are you ready to play tonight? Oh, I don't know about all that. Stop.
Wow.
Wow.
Can we get a temperature on this man? Perhaps? A thermostat of some kind?
So tonight we have a fun game of D&D. Our dungeon master will be here a little bit later today. He's coming back to town. So, do you guys have any questions for us? What have you guys been up to this week? Anybody learn something new?
I played, so I have a very easy course load, and I decided that to fill my free time, I should play Darkest Dungeon. And I have played many hours of Darkest Dungeon this
What's
last
Darkest
week.
Dungeon about?
It's like a roguelite sort of. I say roguelite only because the maps are procedurally generated and you never really kind of know what you're getting into, and also the characters that you get have different, we'll say, pros and cons. There's kind of like a permadeath aspect to it, but you're essentially trying to level up a party of people to reclaim your ancestral home and kill a big bad eldritch horror in a house somewhere. You were essentially just doing quests and things and everything all up until the end. And it's fantastic. And I am dog poop at it right now.
Bro, we've all been dog shit at games. I picked up like 3 separate games to try, one of which was Breath of the Wild. It's going. It exists.
Had you never played it before?
I had on the Wii U, and it was.
You didn't play it on the OG hardware for it?
Wii U was the OG hardware for
No,
it.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was built for Switch and ported to Wii U.
Backwards. Built for Wii U, ported to Switch.
I'm going to say something controversial. What is the difference between the Wii U and the Switch at the end of, like, what mechanics are that different between a Wii U and a Switch other than like the back tap thing?
You can have the map in your hands as you look at the screen.
Yeah, which was great. I just had to look down.
Yeah, because I definitely like wandered for days.
And that's just it. Moose. Alex says Moose.
That's you, Alec.
The poof. And but no, Breath of the Wild has not been going well. It's not my favorite.
What are you not enjoying about it? Can I ask?
We just we were wandering through just hills and grasslands for I think 4 hours, and like there's just crickets, so many crickets, and then all of a sudden you just hear, and then that was it, and you just keep walking, keep climbing hills, and then like everything I love breaks and dies.
That's an aspect that I could not fully get behind. Like, you get the Master Sword and all that, but it's not
it's got a sleep, so pick a different weapon. It'll be up in like 10 fights.
Yeah.
And so that's just the breaking stuff is just not been my favorite. But PK Cat, show us. He's currently got his butt stuck in something, so if I can get him around.
Big mood.
Hey, come here, bud.
Am I a zoomer yet? If I say big mood 100 more times, will I become a young man?
Big mood.
This is Dante. He's black. Okay, so it's hard to see him on the camera. Oh, there's his eyes.
Those eyes are
Eyes.
beautiful.
It's
So
just a
big.
little
Yeah,
black
with eyes.
fluff with
He's so
eyes.
big.
He's so
I love it.
Absolutely adorable.
Anyways.
Who says UJ? Who is J, Alex?
Oh no, sorry. I was just explaining that he's just not seeable because of the lights.
Mm.
Yes. So this is my little Dante, and he's so cute. He's so precious. Bye, Dante.
Dude, cats are
Wolfie's
great.
also over there. Thank you. We have very beautiful, beautiful cats. Wolfie is. Oh, sorry. One of them is definitely eating the bouquet of flowers that I bought my girlfriend. Which one of our beautiful, beautiful cats is eating flowers? Oh, so Poe is eating flowers. Bingley.
Incredible.
Bingley, our big boy, is just going to town on some roses. They ate a whole bouquet after Valentine's Day, basically.
What a couple of chads.
So is everybody ready for tonight?
No,
I'm
still picking spells.
yeah, I'm doing the same thing right now. It just occurred to me that I have almost none picked out. I had a couple actually, but I like 6 of them are placeholders or something.
I got my cat.
Kitty.
Your cat? Let's see, Pepper. Oh,
My cat has zoomies right now. I'm not gonna try and pick him up.
Oh yeah, no, that's deadly.
Pepper
I mean,
is trying to get
partially-
me away.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Partially because of my fault.
Pepe.
I did shoot a Nerf bullet, and he loves playing with those. So
Your
Yeah.
deterrent is also your downfall.
yes.
Do you guys know that lore bards get
It's your nuclear option.
deal so many spells? It's incredible.
You got the cat. It looks like DJ's got the kind of cat that's got an on-off switch. It's either on or off. There's no in between. Is
Yeah,
Bingley
just-
still going to town on the flowers?
Wait, can I learn prismatic spray? Hang on a second.
I was gonna say.
D&D
Oh.
stuff.
Started playing Persona 5 again. Persona 5 is amazing.
Dude, I
Yeah,
hear
we're
fantastic
talking
things about that.
Me
It's
playing.
so good. I've been having so much fun going through it. We've only played it for like maybe 2 hours today, but it was a really
Are you-
good time.
Are you playing Royal?
Yeah. After waiting 6 months past what I pre-ordered to play it, yeah. And then Genshin Impact, I started that on the stream on Wednesday. That everybody should definitely check out. I stream on Wednesdays. The guy above me streams on Tuesdays. The guy who's at a thing is gonna be on Saturdays. Once I'm done with it, I'll do the Switch one. That's what so I'm gonna do Persona 5. We have the dance one downstairs, so I'll probably do the dance one, and I'm gonna do Strikers. Pop, pop, pop. But Genshin Impact is like Breath of the Wild, but good. So that's been really rewarding for me.
Wow. Called him out.
It's actually not bad. I've switched my mentality to being like, what if I was playing Skyrim with a Link mod, and that's just made all the difference.
Okay. I think that's a. Oh god, that was incredibly loud.
It was very loud. I like-
That was. I've only ever seen a little bit of Genshin Impact, and it was because I looked over my friend's shoulder while I was at her place, and she was playing it, and her boyfriend was on his laptop also playing it, or something, and also playing it. And I was just sort of like, I never got the hype. All that I hear is like all this loot box talk about it or something, where people will spend like hundreds of dollars to get like a prime character or something.
you want the 5-star characters, and so sometimes you just gotta invest a little money in there.
Just invest 10,000 hours instead, forehead, and then sorry.
So
Yeah, like a big brain moment there. What if I just donated all of my waking hours to this game instead of monetary?
but if I do have to say, my cat is more like a dog because he's so vocal with me and has such anxiety when I leave. He's more of a dog than a cat. That's kind of awesome. Oh, here's another cat. Here's one eating flowers.
That's just incredible. I have no idea what to pick for magical secrets, actually.
This is Bingley. Big boy. Chunky.
Big heckin' honker. How many cats do you guys have? Oh my gosh. 4. Fudge.
They're amazing. Each and every one. So, just out of curiosity, so without giving too much away to the crowd, what are you guys doing accents?
I'm doing sort of like my voice, except husky.
Ooh. Jordan, are you also doing his voice but husky?
No, but I don't know if you could consider it an accent. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna try and do any kind of dialect. I think it's just going to be a character voice.
I do love the dialects. Also,
Speaking
you're kind of quiet, Jordan.
Me?
Yeah. Can you get the mic a little closer?
You can also turn him up by left clicking him.
I did. He's at 160 right now.
Yeah, we don't want to turn me up too
French
high.
toast that's so high.
We can move in a little bit closer. How's that?
That was better when you moved it.
All right. Let me see if I need to. I'm gonna fiddle with my, not myself, but my Discord settings.
Yeah.
Voice video. Oh no, my input volume is pretty high already, so I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with it. It's fine. I brought you up a little.
All right.
Oh, nice.
I can also project a little bit more.
I believe in you.
Is Thunderstep a 3rd level spell? Help me, I'm bad at D&D.
I've never played a spellcaster. Jordan sounds fine on my end. Perfect.
God, hang on.
Good.
Don't mind me. Spell.
Good.
Thunder.
Good.
Say that again.
Here's a 3rd level. I'll just take this.
Oh my God, cat.
My dog is a cat. Ooh, that's a good question. Would you rather have a cat that's a dog or a dog that's a cat?
Cat dog.
Cat dog.
Cat dog.
Cat
Cat.
dog. Oh. Hello.
Deep. Ooh, hello, God.
Ooh, hello,
Don't
God.
like that.
I really thought that was
Did
how
you hear
T
that
was coming
Seamus
into the
said-
chat, and I was like, wow, that's really out of character. The
Camera,
idea
because
of
my entire computer was messed up. I'll be back.
no worries. The
Alright.
idea of hearing
So,
T
Daddy.
say ooh woo coming into a live chat just did not seem like
Healthy.
plausible in my brain. Well,
Perish.
We're going with
Moose, are you doing an accent tonight? Oh wait, no.
yeah,
Never mind.
no.
Yep, I caught up to myself. Yeah.
also hold. God is asking because God has been working all day and then driving from Grand Rapids. What is everybody playing?
I
You literally told me what I was doing.
Wouldn't you like to know?
yeah. You got
Now
lucky.
guess.
I'll go first. God. I'm playing a fire genasi monk. Gwen suggested a Liverpool accent. I'm gonna try my best, but I probably will not maintain and slip into Australian and then slip into myself because that's how accents go. Maybe Mickey Mouse somehow if I figured out that weird bit. More than likely, for the sake of my own personal life, I might just embed this character and be like, whoa, I'm a Genasi
Okay, I have
bounty
to
hunter.
take that one.
Alex?
I guess I'll go next. I'm going to be playing a tiefling lore bard who is actually blood relatives with another player character this evening. But that's the only thing I know about the character that I'm related to. But I'm basically the exact opposite of Jordan, but also a sibling.
And then there's
Hi.
Jordan. Oh,
Yeah, Jordan. No, Jordan first.
Yeah. I am playing Temerity, brother to. I already forgot his character's name.
Oh yeah!
wow, what a great
Meyer.
brother.
I know.
Meyer is my tiefling's
Meyer,
name.
that's right. I'm playing Temerity, brother to Meyer, a Dispater, Tiefling, Fighter, Sorcerer, multi-class.
Ooh.
Very, very much a himbo.
I'm sorry,
in a lot
sir.
of
As a
ways.
DM, I don't believe I approved multi-classes. I need the 5-page backstory to know what is going to allow you to have this multi-class.
He's got a card that says he's allowed to be horny on main. I think that's all you need to know.
Do you?
I agree to that. I also am not going to remember any of your names because for a year I still don't remember your player names. Not remembering side-off characters. I'm just telling you guys.
Who's good?
But the goose boys. Boys, goose
I can give you
boys
my
specifically.
backstory if you like. I don't know if we'll need 5 pages for it.
That's
It's not
incredible.
written.
That's so deep. Can you tell us more about Temerity?
Temerity is a hulking individual. 7'7", 7'10" if you include the horns. He was a soldier, a fighter, a mercenary for a good time. His strength lended it to him well, and it wasn't until he realized just how influential magic could be that he started tapping into the less enjoyable aspects of his background, of his heritage. Moving forward from there, he moved on from mercenary work. It didn't pay as well as high-class bounties. And when you go after those of the upper class, well, you can't rely on a blade as much as you can altering their minds.
I'm loving this.
Very good.
So yeah,
Need to do one more thing, and I will
Did we
be right
both
back.
pick telekinetic? Now that I'm looking
yes, we did.
I was like,
What
I was
could
Okay,
looking at it, I'm like, I have to be able
I don't
to
know if you
control
saw my
people.
character. Dude, I thought the
So-
same thing. So I'm really glad that we can.
No, and so like it works well with our us being brothers. I think it's kind of funny, but I also realized that I have, as a fighter, I have superiority dice, so I can attack, push someone back 10 feet if they fail to save, and then use a bonus action to push them back another 5 feet, and just say, "You're being too fresh. Back off of me, please." That's exactly how
This is
Temerity
Temerity's
says
real
that.
voice.
He goes from the grumbling voice to, "Please back off of me."
Ooh, sorry. You're too close.
Oh my god, I almost wanted to do just thanks, John. I almost wanted to do like the complete opposite kind of voice because I just got to the episode of Critical Role where they introduce Henry Crabgrass, the non-grab ass crabgrass.
The non-grab
And it
ass
is
crabgrass.
Henry Crabgrass is just such a great, and I almost really wanted to do a voice like this for the entire night.
I would have been
sounds like
so
a
love
upset
of
for my
God,
ear
no.
holes.
Bro.
I know it would have been so like I would have just given myself a sinus infection doing that for 2 hours.
My ears threw up hearing that the first time. I would hate for that to be an all-night sickness.
So T, should I tell them who I am?
I think that might be a good idea.
Are you playing Zoc?
I'm playing Zoc.
Yeah.
It's Zoc backstory, apparently.
Heck yeah.
I love
We
it.
finally get to see Zoc as a main character, guys.
I'm so excited.
Barbarian.
Don't let
I
him
lied to you. I lied to you, Moose. You should have heard my mischievous laugh as I was typing out my lie to you.
And I told you things. I gave you ammo. How could you?
Oh, one
Well,
second.
I'm going to do ASMR
God,
for
catch
you
us
to
up.
listen to in your high fidelity headphones.
Damn it.
High fidelity headphones. Telepathic bond.
And it's okay, John. I was hella late too. But I
Alright,
came
think
in
we
from
got it.
another state, so I'm going to excuse myself this time.
Hey, y'all don't need to complain about being late because
We know.
it's LGBT.
Oh my god, I still need to choose my items.
You have 8 minutes, and I'm going to pee.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was at work until like a little over an hour ago, and I was trying to get my character built in that time as well.
John, what Walmart was that at? Hook a guy up.
Guys, I'm so
Alright,
excited
2
for
uncommon,
tonight.
1 rare.
I'm excited to be somebody.
I need you guys to understand how much stress and pressure I was put under for this week.
We literally gave you the option to let us just play Among Us and hang out.
There is an unnamed individual in chat who was not going for that.
You look like you're in
Cool bird.
you look really good, and it looks like you're about to go into like like a documentary interview show.
Me?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're gonna put,
Yeah,
like,
this looks great.
right, like
Ugh.
down to the bottom they're gonna be like what, dead body expert, and your full name. That's what it looks like. It looks really good.
Also, PK already got to hear this joke, but I want everybody else to hear this joke. So I came out last month, and I have now decided that I am denim sexual.
Incredible. On a scale from like me to Chuck Norris, how denim sexual are you?
Tomorrow I have a full denim outfit planned.
I've
That's
never been
incredible.
bold enough to do full denim, like denim top, denim bottom.
I've got a denim shirt and everything.
So you
Hey
have
guys,
wait,
What
so you
about
have
your
denim
denim
shirt,
underwear?
denim jacket, and denim pants. So
hey
it's
guys.
denim,
I've got-
denim.
Ah, damn it. God damn it. I was
He
this
did it.
close. I was this close. Can't say a single joke in this show.
I was building up to it.
You didn't even say Mario.
Why would I want to?
Because it's denim, denim, denim.
Denim, denim, denim.
That's so good.
That's the joke. It's like, hey guys, what kind of overalls does Mario wear?
Denim, denim, denim.
Actually, they're called plumber pants, and if you look at the Mario lore,
Yeah.
Did you know?
I killed Moose.
Apparently, a name on the table for Mario was like middle-aged guy. That's like a real
Me.
fact. Like,
Middle-aged guy.
like Super Mario that we know was almost named middle-aged guy.
Could you imagine the super middle-aged brothers?
Super
And there was,
Middle-Aged
like-
Brothers 3. Who's playing these? Who could this possibly be targeting?
Why is the coloration on Twitch so off?
It is a little bright.
I feel like I look okay on Discord. Then
Yeah,
on Twitch, I look incredibly washed out.
yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not.
It's
I
weird.
just have the chat popped out because I keep doing that thing where my audio just bleeps through in the middle of it randomly,
Mm.
so I can't see.
Does it bleep because we're censoring you with the bleep button, or
There she
Yeah.
goes.
You guys keep censoring me every time I make a funny joke.
Yeah, pants are as far as I go. I think I have a denim jacket that my uncle used to wear, but I don't recall. I love denim jackets. Denim jackets are very comfy.
I want a gray one really bad. I found a blue one recently while I was thrifting, and it's like all right, and I can wear into it, so it's gonna look really good once it's like worn in. But like I've really wanted to have like a black or gray denim jacket to put like patches on.
yeah.
That's what T's looking at enamels, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. I've got 4 right here on top of the ones on the smaller jacket that I didn't like, so I ordered another of.
Ooh, I want
I'm,
this.
I'm
I
thinking
think
of
I've got
doing
like
like
16 animals already.
I'm gonna do like a skull sun and a skull moon on the shoulders.
So look how cool this one
Those
is.
are my favorite Pokemon games.
Skull sun and skull moon.
T,
Yeah.
I'm sending you my rare item right now.
Ah,
Oh.
shit, that terrifies
Oh, you guys
me.
actually
I don't
ran that
like
by
it.
God?
What was that?
You guys actually ran that by God?
You gave him an option to say no.
Must be your first rodeo. T, don't tell him I did the same thing.
Okay, buddy.
It's like I would
I honestly-
never. I'm the
I
bad
honestly-
All right,
boy.
hold
Just
on.
let me be the bad boy.
I hate this already
What? Why?
because because it's you, Jordan. You as an individual terrifies me as a
What?
player.
Come on.
Jordan, can you
I
tell us
don't-
what you're thinking?
What's up,
What's that?
cows?
Oh no, everybody's breaking up already.
No, the band's
I
pretty
haven't
strongly
looked
together
at
right now.
character sheets yet, so I'm just a little nervous to see what you threw at me this week.
I only maxed out 2 out of 6 in my stats.
You said you're
'cause I'm-
playing
I was thinking of either doing
Yes,
that
that's exactly
or
what
doing
he's
a-
playing.
All right, hold on. I am crapping out the wazoo, and I don't understand why nobody is home and nothing is on the internet.
No.
I'm trying to find stuff specifically that's not like ridiculously overpowered.
No, I'm okay. I'm just giving you shit. I'm
All right,
perfectly
good.
okay with that.
Good. Better be. I'm
T.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes.
What did you want to take away from me?
Nothing, because I have ideas for the end of this where it'll all make sense.
This is all Doc's dream.
Okay.
Okay, guys, none of us are real.
Can I have a bladed fist gauntlet?
God, no. God.
Oh,
I don't like that.
baby.
Did you not find items either, PK?
I couldn't find any that work for
You
a
and I
monk.
spoke at 9 a.m.
I was looking for a monk weapon list and there weren't any.
You just gotta
Literally,
make them
if
up.
you just
Oh,
Google
Seth.
D&D 5e best blank items, somebody out there's already created a great list for you.
No, you'll get like comic.com's explanation of why it is you should only attune to artifacts, and then. Sorry, I'm salty.
Listen, guys, do you think my item knowledge is so vast I'd perfectly pick items for you?
Yes.
No, I Google best items for, and that's what you guys get.
All right, T. I got which. This is one of my. I'm trying to decide one of my uncommon items, and it's between this one or
I closed Discord to try to save some
Yeah.
bandwidth.
And also, if you have Chrome open, switch to a different browser.
Literally, the only thing open on my browser or on my desktop right now is just video. So there's no reason I should have been lagging out already, is why I'm concerned.
Yikes.
But on the plus note, Moose, I need your nerdy opinion on tech things later.
And on that amazing note, fill us in, God, on what's happening. Actually, what happened
yes.
last week and then what's happened.
Wait, which one do you want, Jordan? Do you want
either one.
or two?
I wanted your opinion on it.
Sentinel's more fun.
Okay, I will take that, and then I still
Oh,
need to get
baby.
a weapon, so I'll send you what I have in mind in just a second.
Heard. All right, let me get into.
I heard.
Bing. Not prepared today issues. So last week, the fan favorite enemy, Oth, came back into the picture. And I know you guys were super excited. And I do have one question. When the carnival music started playing, did it trigger PTSD, or did you guys just think I was finally playing music?
PTSD, I mean, I knew what it was. I mean, I didn't know what it was. I knew what it was. Rusty had no idea because why would he?
So while venturing back into hell, because for some reason these pretty boys can't keep themselves out of hell, Jordan made another fan favorite character who I've gotten multiple requests of bringing onto the show permanently for. They all managed to argue with Oth, fight some, which also, again, Moose, I want to give you props for catching on to the puppeteer so quickly. I didn't imagine you guys catching on to that as quick as you did. So props to you for that one.
Sherlock Holmes.
They killed the imp a few times. They made it into a hall of mirrors where Nikolai went down due to Balor touching the mirror. I specifically told him not to touch, but once again, Balor's like, no, we're going to touch this and we're just going to see what happens. but all while watching a traumatic live action film of what Tucker has been doing from what Oth has informed them of 10 years in hell. At the very end of the episode, though, they see a mystic figure cut through the film that they are watching, punch Tucker in the back of the head, drape him over his shoulder, and disappear into nothingness. At that time, Agob manages to pull everybody back into the mortal realm, but they come back with somebody that should not have been there, and that was Oth. Zot quickly jumping into action, though, manages to banish Oth back into hell, and where we are going to jump right into. Zok, as this magic courses through your veins, you feel power for a moment that is unparalleled. But along with that unparalleled power, you feel something that Zok, I don't believe, has ever felt before, and that is exhaustion. And it's not 1 point. Zok took 4 levels of exhaustion, banishing Oth in one go, banishing Oth from this realm. So Zok went from, hey, we're back into the mortal realm, to I could probably sleep for a few cycles.
Wait, hold on. In universe, can somebody just hit Zok real quick?
Don't worry, that's gonna happen because Zok, as that wave of exhaustion hits you, Zok collapses to his knees. And Zok, internally, you feel wires disconnect and sparks begin to fly internally. And your body is now physically comatose to the rest of the group.
The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage erotic Arab.
Did you hear him say erotic in there?
I 100% heard that. I was like, I don't think that's how that commercial goes.
Can't slip that bios.
But as Zok, as your body goes into the static fetal position, mentally, the entire world comes together. Your peripheral vision quickly begins to blur and is quickly dialed into tunnel vision before your vision completely blips out. You now find Zok is now finding himself wandering along the cosmos. Shooting stars are flying by, planets are whizzing by, spinning around, and as Zok looks around, he really can't get his bearings, but he is beginning to feel a feeling of nostalgia as memories begin to start flooding back into his head, and Zok consciously awakes at himself, or awakes in a tavern that he has not been in some 15 years. Zok, as you open your eye, you begin to hear the cheering, the drinks clinking, the chattering, bar fights breaking out. You are back in your home tavern on the land of Smith Cora. What does Zok do consciously coming into a place he has not been in 15 years?
Zok immediately tries to find a familiar face or find some sort of find some sort of means of grounding himself as to why he's here, like event-wise.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
You got it, boss man. We'll do that one tonight. That is gonna be boop-a-doo-boop-boo. Perception is going to be 17.
Ooh,
Awesome. So with that 17, you very quickly see 3 very familiar faces. At the bar, you see what's arguably the world's biggest tiefling, making sure he owns the space he is in, grabbing fistfuls of drinks to walk back to you and your friends. To your right, you see, I completely missed. Alex, what's your character description, real quick?
Tiefling.
Meyer is in every way the opposite of Temerity. So maybe a 5'4", 110 pounds with all their clothes, 120 maybe. just like idly sipping from a beer, not really taking up the space, but giving off that same type of energy like I own this place and you can't tell me otherwise.
So yeah, you see Meyer to the left of you. You see, and I'm sorry, Jordan's character's name one more time.
Temerity.
Temerity. Temerity is walking back to your table, and just walking through the doors is whatever PK's character name is, because I'm just going by your real names, guys, tonight.
You're cool. I named him Dragneel, and he is about 5'11" and 6/8 tall. It's very specific.
6'8" tall.
Yeah.
Precise.
He's found that being 6/8 sounds better than 3/4. But he's actually really self-conscious about the fact that he's under 6 feet, so he clings to every centimeter that he can get closer to 6 feet. It's a weird height issue. Don't talk to him about it.
Relatable.
But Zoc, as he walks through the door, you see him turn and make a beeline directly towards you.
Zoc, does Zoc recognize these people?
Oh yeah, you absolutely recognize all three of these guys.
Okay. Zoc will sort of sputter for a second as he sort of takes in the new information or adjusts, because like to his mentality, this is not the group that he was just with, but he can't quite understand why.
But to clarify, Moose, Zoc does feel a connection to these individuals. Zoc just can't register where he recognizes those individuals from.
Okay.
Zoc, are you joining the party?
Of course. And I stand from my position and follow him.
So where have you been all day? We've been looking everywhere for you.
To be honest, I don't think I could tell you.
You always were a weird one. Well, hey, the rest of the gang's in here. Let's get drinks.
Agreed.
So as you guys make your way into the tavern, once again, you see Jordan's character kind of owning the space around him, and definitely catching a few dirty looks when he nudges people, forces them out of the way, because he has no care in the world for where he's walking, because he owns that space. If you're in that area, that's your fault. And then you have Meyer kind of cowardlessly trying to mimic the same behavior, but with him being quite literally half of his size, it doesn't quite do the same thing. But both of them immediately get cheery-eyed as they see you, Zoc.
Zoc, are there already drinks on the table?
They are currently in, I'm trying, Jordan's character's hand. He's got 3 in each mighty fist.
Zoc, I know you like to have a drinking competition every now and then.
Zoc
down 2 in front of him.
Zoc grabs both of them, pulls a small tube out from the side of his neck, and puts it into the mug. Says, "You're on."
If I don't see it,
an unfair advantage again.
What did you say?
Over to Meyer, passes one over to PK. What was your character?
Oh, Dragneel.
Dragneel. Hands one over to Meyer, hands one over to Dragneel, and then 3 for himself.
Incredible.
All right, you know the rules, boys. If you finish your one, or your 2 before I finish my 3, drinks are on me.
Well, look, you know I don't drink. This is a bit rude. You always insist on including me in this stupid competition.
Sounds like you're going to win again.
I just need to make sure it's fair. 3 on 3. Wait. 4 on 3. Odds are better.
Oh.
Ready?
Jordan, your character name one more time.
Temerity. Also just goes by T.
Well,
Yeah.
That's gonna get difficult.
yeah, we're not going to confuse God himself tonight, guys.
Or
Can I,
Mary.
sleight of hand, pour my beer out and make
You
it look okay?
absolutely can do that.
What about Mary
Sick.
T?
Mary T is
Ooh,
also
baby.
acceptable.
I don't really complain much as long as people are talking about me.
That is a 28.
All right. And then everybody else that's participating in this drink competition, go ahead and roll Constitution.
Rolling save or just regular?
Just Constitution. It's a contest.
Yeah, I only rolled an 8 to notice him do it.
I'm
rolled
just
a
gonna roll
5.
performance for drunk because I don't have advantage against poison.
Oh,
Wait.
no. This isn't like a drunk save. This is you guys are just competing
Oh,
to see who's going to drink this the fastest.
I hit a
Oh,
5.
it's just a Constitution check. I'm sorry. So that's only a 4.
Hey, I beat him. I didn't even drink.
wait, I got a 6.
So as all of
Strong
you go
start.
to throw back your drinks, or Zoc sucks his drinks up,
I don't actually
you
drink.
guys all look in amazement as Meyer manages to finish this drink so quickly. You guys have managed to barely gulp down that first intake of the ale. As Meyer just kind of sits back confidently, imitating nope, we're going with T because I'm not doing syllables today.
Temerity?
As
Mary.
Temerity, thank you.
You can just do Mary.
Let's go with Mary. As he goes to imitate Mary's dominating presence, he kind of sits back on the bar stool, showing that he owns this space because he dominated this competition.
Filed teeth, just big grin. Good job, Meyer.
But as you say that, a barmaid walks behind Meyer, and she slips, throws up a tray, and falls on her ass.
Zoc
Who spilled their drink?
Oh, God. Weird.
Dexterity would be 18.
You said you were rolling to catch the woman or catch the tray.
The tray.
So
Spider-Man, do both.
as you go to catch this tray, you feel the wires in your head connect for a brief moment as you kind of piece together that you are not somewhere you shouldn't be, but you are somewhere you have been.
He'll catch the drinks and bring the tray down, and as he's like reflecting on that, like somebody in the bar just bumped into him, and Zoc just drops the drinks anyway, shakes and goes, "Oh,
Yeah, you're supposed to hold on to them after you catch them. Actually, I don't know if you've done this before.
That's ironic coming from the guy who's supposed to drink it and not throw it on the floor.
You can't prove that I did that.
And the barmaid walks over to you and wrenches her apron on top of you before walking away.
I don't want to say this is what drinking gets you, but
I
one of us
didn't
is
drink
drunk.
anything, to be fair. So this is what not drinking gets you. Be warned. What
More
happened
of
to
a-
you, kid?
More of a warning than a. All right, well.
The return of spiders. Like, I just want to point out the first time Zoc gets a good roll, it's not in the present.
Yeah. he did better 15 years ago. Clearly something happens in tonight's episode that really just changes the fates.
yeah."
Let's find out why.
Can't wait to discover trauma I haven't fully conceptualized yet.
We accidentally like cut the luck wire as we like fell, like, oh, hope you don't need this. It's just like pure gold.
Hanging on by a thread, and it's like, either I can't roll over 10 or you all die.
So, any good quarries recently?
I saw one on the way into town. It looks like the mine is closed, though.
I always forget he has to be very literal.
Yeah, it's a thing to get adjusted to.
Oh, but how long have we known each other for? Surely you.
No,
How long has it
Doc,
been, Doc?
buddy? Targets.
17 years.
I meant
And to
targets
the
for-
three of you, that number doesn't make sense because you guys have only been running together for maybe 3 at this point.
Did you knock a bolt loose or something? It's not been that long.
10, 13, 3. What's the difference? They're numbers.
Well, one of those answers was right, and the other ones were the first 2 you said. So
And Jordan, as you make that comment, you hear the barmaid yell, "We're not talking about how much you drink."
Sounds like you're in trouble with the missus.
I mean, I guess so. I should probably go smooth things over with her.
Wipes the spilled drink off of his brow.
Oh God.
And
Well,
the
for
three
everyone.
of you look as Temerity walks over to his human wife, who is now standing at the very end of the bar, tapping her foot, shoving her finger into his chest without a fear in the world.
It's the
and
one
as-
time, the only time you see Mary sheepish.
And as you guys are watching this, you guys kind of see the other bar patrons looking at Temerity like, is this guy really a bitch? Like, can we really test him? But they say it just loud enough. Temerity catches their gaze and they realize, no, there's one person on this earth that can do this to Temerity, and it is the woman standing before them.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to show everybody on stream what I've been kind of working on.
Oh, dope.
Pretty
Tiny little barbatos.
Very good.
my favorite boy.
Killer.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Whipped by his wife was a beautiful scene.
So as Temerity makes his way back to the table, tail between his legs as his wife ventures out of the bar, kind of making a snide comment as she walks by. He's home by 8. I swear to God, I will come for all of you. Smacks her hand on the table and walks out of the bar.
Could you imagine if she was the villain? Oh my God, we would lose so quickly.
Zach has you see like on the face where the dot is, you see a ring sort of bloop out like a radar, and as soon as she's out of earshot, he says,
That's funny.
"She didn't say what day at 8."
It could be tomorrow or next week or.
All right, you
Or
mentioned
tomorrow morning.
targets.
Maybe we should ask.
So as you guys are, thank you for not giving us the ice ASMR. I truly appreciate that.
I'm sorry, like my throat is so dry right now, and if I ran out of tea, so I'm trying really hard not to like ASMR the whole stream.
There's plenty of tea right down here.
Oh,
Am I
Hey.
over here? And also technically up here? A lot of tea in this room right now.
It genuinely drives me insane that none of us are actually in the same corresponding place as the rest of our
Yeah,
screen.
so if I'm pointing
dictates.
here, for all
You're
I know, I
pointing
could be pointing the
moose to
sky.
me.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait,
because
so-
I'm in the center for this right now.
Yeah,
then I've
here.
got Jordan, Alex,
That's
PK,
bad.
E.
I have the
Moose,
opposite.
we are polar opposite.
Yeah. I like that it's consistent.
All right.
But
Got,
as so, I'm sorry.
I've
Go
got
ahead, Jordan.
Moose, PK, Nikolai, and T.
Oh, I know how he's got it set up different.
I just have it very narrow.
So
yeah.
you guys spend a good few hours, kind of spending the evenings like you normally do, cutting the shit, just kind of drinking, enjoying each other's company. And as the morning comes, you guys hear the town crier begin to make his morning announcements as the sun begins to break through. Sunlight begins to dance into the tavern floor. And Temerity is the first to realize, I fucked up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, did you forget to pay the bill?
Does anyone know the spell that turns back time?
Zach busts in through the door, having just walked outside for no discernible reason other than to just like look and like validate that he is where he is. As soon as you say that, he comes in, door banging into the wall behind it. No.
If I could
How about-
turn back time. Just start singing in the corner.
How about the one that kills me instantly? Because that's going to be a lot less painful.
Zock's hand starts snapping electricity back and forth, and he says, "I can only do this so many times."
But Temerity, as you make that comment, you see a crow circling above your head with a sliver of white attached to its leg.
Oh no.
I hold
As
my
you
hand
put your
out.
hand out, the crow makes his way down, shimmies off the sheet of paper off of his leg, and flies off immediately.
Is it folded, rolled?
It's rolled up with a fine piece of linen, keeping
Okay.
it together closed.
Gods give me strength.
Open it up.
And as you open it up, you see a thin sheet of paper with 3 words on it. Don't come home.
What's the matter, big guy?
Does anyone know how to build a doghouse? Because I'm gonna need one.
You can stay in my alley.
The
I mean,
schematics I have do not accommodate for one of your size.
Just hands the paper around for everyone to read.
Hold on, I do have one question I need to ask here. I just want to clarify this. Yes, and that just happened. So Temerity and his wife live in a home. Temerity's brother Meyer lives in an alley.
Temerity's brother Meyer lives wherever people will take him for the evening.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better about Temerity being a terrible brother.
It sounds like maybe they did live with each other for a while, and then something happened, and that's why he doesn't live there anymore.
It's probably more like that.
I need everybody to roll perception.
Okay.
Proficiency bonus if you have a proficiency to hearing perception.
Okay.
An 8.
16.
That is a 19.
So Temerity and Zoc, you hear the town crier going through his morning news. As you hear that the king of Konya and the king of Maliviant have both fallen to this unknown tyrant that is making his rounds.
That's not good for business.
And Zoc, as you say that, you feel the wires connect in your brain once more as your vision blips and you see Agog, you see the imp, you see Rusty, and you see Nikolai, but quite instantly, before you can truly recognize what you saw, you are back in front of the town crier.
Real quick, T, what were the names of the two names?
The king of Maliviant and the king of the queen of Konya. Konia.
Zach, what do you mean? That's going to be great for business. The people are going to want
Especially our business.
The crown is what certifies most of our bigger paid bounties.
Kings,
And another crown will
queens.
certify the rest.
And as you guys actually say bounty, you guys look down and a hole opens up in the ground and a small mouse appears forward. Speaking of bounties, you guys need to get to the office now. And the mouse jumps back into the hole and the hole closes up.
Mary jumps up, bashes a horn on one of the rafters, just rubs his head as he slowly crouches down again.
You really need to trim those things. It's better when they're sleek.
Says the guy who lives in an alley. Let's go.
I live in other people's bedrooms.
Zoc, I just want to retcon this real quick because I didn't have a reaction for it, but Zoc wants to lunge at the hole and says, "Can you teach me that?" And when he sees the hole open up and the thing pop out and it closes, so like when it closes, his head just like bangs into the ground for a second and skids.
Zoc, go ahead and roll perception for me. I guess everybody can roll perception.
Okay.
Not great. That'd be a 13.
21.
Let's say 22.
15.
Man, all these great rolls see. As Zog picks himself back up and dusts himself off, the mouse comes back through the hole. No! And then disappears again through the hole.
Zoc goes to reach for one of the clubs and It's not there.
Good save.
Easy
Because
there, big guy.
he's like, I'll get it, and like goes to, like he's gonna crush through the ground, and there's just the short swords that are like warped into his body, and he's like, oh, never mind.
Did you
So
forget
as
something?
Yeah, does anyone remember how to get to the office?
Zoc will say it's at the fountain.
Right, the fountain of the office. The fountain with the office inside of it. The office fountain.
The office fountain. The fountain for office.
Yes, I think we're all aware of what fountain it is. Let's.
So as Zoc leads the way, because Temerity obviously does not.
One for the road.
You see the bar wench just kind of chuck a bottle of ale at you.
Ooh.
If you don't pay out next week, it will be your kneecaps. Do you understand me?
All right.
Well, he's got a lot of kneecaps. Does that cover all of us or just?
No, I'm starting with his big asses.
I mean, what do
He
I
has
owe
more
you?
than one ass.
I'm sure we can smooth this
He's
over
got
now.
a Pixar dump trunk ass. It is now
Oh my
canon.
Who does?
Can I
Temerity.
can I ask? Seeing as how I've beat Temerity every night that we've drank, I've never paid for a drink with them. But I'll turn around and ask the bartender, "What do I owe you?"
14 gold, like everybody else does.
15 gold. Oh my god.
And Meyer, as you look around,
I got mine.
it is physically uncountable to see the number of bottles and open broken vases around. You physically can't count how many the group of you drank that evening.
We can't come back here. I mean, I didn't drink, but I don't want to be known by association.
Oh, come on.
Throws a giant arm around his shoulders.
It's not that bad.
I smell terrible right now.
Yeah, no. So Dragon's just gonna like cringe because he just he's also a neat freak, so this is like his living nightmare.
Oh god.
Like
So-
this whole night has just been one
Oh.
personal hell for him.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
Mary is like blood red skin, jet black hair, jet black horns curling back and then curling up at the very back.
So the
Um,
demon you turn into if you go evil in Fable.
Right. Yeah,
Gotcha.
pretty much. And then
Gotcha.
jet black obsidian
Yeah.
eyes. He's got half not full plate armor just so that he can move around in it a bit still, but like the leather on it is also jet black. But the armor itself, the plating is it's scarred and nicked in areas to show wear and tear, but it's surprisingly bright. Like he tries to polish it up as much as he can. And then it is slightly fur lined along the breastplate. Think like
Nice.
Skyrim steel armor.
Nice.
cool.
Nice. So as Zoc leads the way to the fountain, Zoc taps his foot on the corresponding cobblestone that opens up the gateway to the office. The fountain splits and the stairway leads to the bottom. And as you all make your way down the steps, I'm assuming Temerity grabs some water, like splashes it into his pits since he's going to work right now. But as you
You're
guys
thinking
make your
highly
way
of him
into the
in ways that you
office,
shouldn't.
but as you guys make your way into the office, you see the three front office reception ladies. Tickets are popping through the front office. They are talking through their phones of far speech and just kind of usher you through to go talk to the boss. And as you guys are all walking through, you see everybody in the guild kind of eyeing you in a way that's causing you a little discomfort.
I have a question. Are we like good at what we do, or are we just like the other guys, for lack of a better term?
I don't know about you guys, but I am good at what I do.
I'm the best at what I do.
So to actually kind of fill in that answer a little bit with some story, Zoc is one of the most renowned bounty hunters in the area. You guys all have kind of been adopted along the way by him for some reason that fills Zoc's needs. So you guys are that group.
Oh, I know what need I fill.
But it's weird because like I didn't call you to join me. You probably all had received some sort of like invitation to help with a hunt or something, help with the bounty, and it just worked out that you just kept helping. But I don't know where the invitations are coming from because at this point, Zoc is not completely his own person, but is very close to that point in his life. So he is monitored by an unknown force, which I assume is boss.
What you talking about? Don't know what you're talking about, Willis. Mind your business. So as you guys are making your way through the office, you guys begin to hear the whispers like, I don't, we're going to see them again. Like, they're really in for it this time.
Zoc
and
is just pivoting around saying, hello, hello, hello. Like, no, like legs moving completely forward towards the boss's office, but like pelvis is on a swivel.
Yeah, Mary is like following that up with, "Hi there, how's it going?"
I need everybody to roll performance because deep down you are all truly terrified.
Oh,
of.
no. I'm like
Those are
looking like
words,
this. I'm
God.
just like shamefully down.
Yeah, you guys know being summoned by the boss, not a good thing.
16.
10. Because I have a performance of 0.
I do too. I rolled a 17, but I don't know how much performance I need from being shamed.
17 for Mary as well.
So everybody is kind of conceiving it a little bit better than Zoc is. He's putting a little too much emphasis into the hip turn as he waves to everybody. Because as he makes his way to the office door, his body collides with it because he was too busy hyper focusing on saying hi to everybody. Walks directly. And as Zoc connects with the door, you hear the tiny booming voice. Where the hell have you been?
Definitely not drinking.
Definitely drinking.
Zoc, come
Definitely
on,
not
man.
drinking,
Definitely
but also
babysitting.
honest.
Just babysitting. I have a night job. I babysit now.
Don't lie to me. We've had this discussion. Close the door and sit down now.
I am not lying.
I'll close the door.
And I'll do the
And
sitting down.
And as you guys make your way into the most cluttered office you have ever seen in your life, there are mounds and mounds of paper all over the place. But in the corner is a massive safe. And standing on top of the massive safe at a super tiny desk, a fluffy chair, there is a finely dressed mouse.
I'm gonna bow deeply.
I will also.
About time you guys
bow
finally
deeply.
read the damn memo.
It's
Zoc,
super sarcastic. I'm not sure if he catches on. Just like
Zoc
that.
bows, like straight folds at the hip bows, but instead of it doing it out of respect, he's just trying to inspect if there's like a button or something to make the portals appear that he uses around like that. And he can tell that I'm looking for the button because like, I've done this before, and my face is just like moving around just a little bit.
Dragneel
Someone
is
explain to me
ashamed.
how he's the highest paid bounty hunter in here, because I really don't get it.
Have you been to Arby's? It's kind of like that.
Sir, this isn't Wendy's.
He has the meats.
All right, listen, I need you all to sit down and shut up because this is important.
I hate when people want me to do two things.
Just one at a time. One at a time, big guy. I'm gonna pat him up on the shoulder.
Sometimes I forget how brave you are. He just kind of looks back at the mouse.
And as you guys finally sit down, a hole appears beneath him as he falls through it. And then at the desk in front of you guys, the hole opens up and he shoots out, kind of like Portal. He shoots out of it, the portal closes, and he lands on the desk. Besides the drunk here, I'm assuming maybe one of you has listened to the news.
Yes, the crier said it's going to be a lovely weather day. Lots of sun and no chance of cloud until later in this week.
When we all get
I
stabbed,
swear to God, I will kill you. Everything, I will wipe you from this plane of existence.
The crier said that the bakery had the sweet rolls again.
For the love of God, Zoc, you are the only honest one in this damn group, and you can't read between the lines.
I said something that was honest.
He did say that. That's what I heard when I was outside, right before he talked about the king and queen being killed.
So you do pay attention. Thank you.
Nux, that was great.
Don't touch him.
Can I just assume
goes
that
to
this
reach
is
for
like
him,
Nux in
Just
front
a
of my
little too
face?
eager, then stops like a millimeter shy and goes,
You're supposed to touch.
Now, do you understand the severity of losing 2 patriarchs overnight?
"It's bad for business."
Wait, I thought that wasn't a big deal. Like somebody else was just going to pick up the thing, and then
Yeah,
we
like,
would still have a job.
Doesn't it seem kind of
Do you know
irresponsible to
nothing
not
about
have like
politics?
a line?
No.
You live
No.
in an alley. What do you know? I'm not even
I-
sure why you're in this office.
I don't have a home.
Because I'm clean. You said so once. Maybe.
Did I? Because I lied. I don't really know. I
Also-
can only smell this buffoon over here. It's kind of ridiculous. What if I
Also-
tell you about showering before coming into the office?
No time.
What's a shower?
Wait, Canon, he did rinse himself off in the fountain.
Aha, I
so I'm
called
just
it.
drenched.
I knew I made a good decision making that assumption there.
Pay out the bets.
Just
Pay out the bets.
drenched.
Wash them.
So we're gonna retcon it real quick. He does a lap in the pool before making his way down the stairs.
The water,
I
the
smell
water
like
is a
wet
different
dog.
color, and yeah, he smells like wet dog. The water is actually a different color, like birds are getting sick trying to bathe themselves.
Yeah,
in it.
it's not. It doesn't work to really clean me off, but it's there.
All right, listen. We need to have a conversation. Losing 2 patriarchs like that in such a short period of time is going to have catastrophic effects. What?
One patriarch.
The other one's a matriarch.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me honest. I'm really working hard on using proper term. Genuinely, thank you both for that. But now listen, there's a job that needs taken care of, and I'm telling you, it's going to be more money than any of you can spend in your entire life if we can pull it off.
We owe 14 gold at the bar. I don't know. It could be.
I think
I'm
you
talking about
underestimate-
you making so much gold you can have your own individual kingdoms.
Yeah, that. Which means I'd buy 2 and run out pretty quickly.
I don't care what you do with the gold. I just need you to do the job.
I'd buy 7 districts, or my name's not Kavlik. And just like that, M. Night Shyamalan got his wings.
Greatest director of all time.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Anyways, I'm not Kavlik, by the way. That's not canon.
Yes.
Not even the right species.
Yes.
Yeah,
Patrons are a hell of a thing, man.
hey,
that.
reincarnation is a great spell.
We'll
It
catch
really
all day.
is.
All right, so do you guys want the job?
Yes.
Yes, I want my own
Yeah.
kingdom. Yes, that would be great, actually. If you... Do you pay up front? Is it like 50% now?
Don't ask stupid questions.
Okay.
You know how this game is played.
Before I say yes, why are we getting paid so much?
Because you need to take down the guy that's doing this.
What is it? Some like shitty duke somewhere who wants to overthrow by just killing a monarch or something? Or
Oh, hang on a minute, sarcastic. He would have had a whole bunch of guards out that night. As somebody's tried to break in there before for a bounty, killing the patriarch and matriarch would be very, very difficult.
Yeah, do you understand the problem here?
No.
He did this by himself. There is no army. It's one man. Or
Do I get to fight him?
creature. I would hope so. I need his head. This is
Zach-
not a dead or alive. This is a dead-only contract.
Zoc
Oh
says
my
good,
God.
stands up and starts walking towards the door.
You don't want to. All right, go just find willy-nilly just who you're looking for. You got this. Don't worry, Zoc. I'm counting on you. And the portal opens and he falls into it.
Oh, Zach, we have no information.
Wait, Dragneel wants to reach out and just probably miss because he was like, "What?"
Ooh, bonus action. I'm going to use telekinetic pull.
Okay.
Zoc gets pulled back willingly because he trusts the character, and like just sits back down and says, "This is not the door."
The mouse reappears on top of the door frame, looking down on you. Sits on the edge, dangling his feet. I need you guys to understand. I doubt any of you are going to come back alive, but I need to know that you're going to do your all here.
You're sending 4 of us.
For
To
one
do-
man, yes.
4 of us. How
I
many
think
people
you-
did he kill to get into either of these castles?
All of them?
But let's just talk about the king and queen, because that's fine. They leave out the big massacre. Anyways, I guess that's a lot of words.
Seems like some top focus media, if you ask me. But
Well, what bounty hunter doesn't like to gamble? I might not drink, but gambling's a good vice. Like,
gambling is a good vice. PK 2021. Before he gets addicted to Genshin Impact loot boxes and.
look, one time. Okay, this is an offshoot story, but I have to tell this. So, it was like 3 in the morning, and me and a buddy were playing Grand Theft Auto, and we were in the casino. And
Stonks.
yeah, we were doing homie stonks, so we were just playing blackjack, and I hit like the jackpotiest jackpot, and I just shout at the top of my lungs, "I'm coming!" And I'm living with my grandma at the time, and she's like, she comes to my door, opens it, and just goes, "Don't you think that's enough?" I never had the courage to ask her what she must have thought I was doing. But Jesus Christ, was that the best worst memory I have of my
Because
relationship?
now
with
you
her.
have to live with the fear that she believes that is your reaction when it happens.
I also want to just point out that, like, being one of the friends that played Grand Theft Auto with him at the time, he definitely pissed away all that money the next.
I had 10 million GTA bucks. Right now, I'm sitting at a solid 20K. I definitely was never up. Oh man. Anyways,
It's probably from that same mill. If that same jackpot, that 20K.
yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Boy, howdy was it a good time.
But as the boss sits on the edge of the door frame, I get you guys may not want to do this. I'm willing to pay all of you 25% up front. Obviously not to you, but to a loved one that you want to give these funds to, and then you can get the rest when you get back.
Do we have time to, I don't know, I'm not usually like this, but wrap up, just say goodbyes, or do we have to go now?
I mean, the longer you wait, the more likely he is to take down a whole nother dynasty. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, go and do your rounds.
I'm ready.
Oh, me too. I mean,
See, this is why I like him.
Zoc counts.
He's a moron, but I like him.
Zoc counts on his fingers and then looks up, points around the room, and as he points at each of you, lowers each finger and says, "I'm good."
So I'm assuming majority rules here.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just, he's a little wet.
Well, he needs to say goodbye to his wife.
Well, he's fine.
To clarify, Jordan, the boss offered 25% to go to your wife before you go as a down payment for this job.
Yeah.
Send mine to my daughter.
Oh no, we're doing scenes of all of you guys saying goodbye to all of your people.
All right.
Mainly because I want to see Temerity explain to his wife what he's going off to do.
Oh, he should definitely be last, probably.
It may help smooth things over with her. And, best case scenario, I get a goodbye bone.
Okay, so real quick,
Like you give to a
backtrack.
dog.
I was gonna be like, "Oh, can I play Temerity's wife? Because it sounds fun." And then you said that last part, and I was like,
Real back.
Never mind.
Real back.
Please play Temerity's wife. So
So I was like, let me go ahead and cast that out a little bit further.
double down.
Pulls out the femur of some creature, just the bone, and says "If you need a bone, I have plenty."
Oh, God, I love you, Zoc, but
You're
long
all
go.
the dumbest individuals I've ever met. Get out of my office now.
Cool.
Is that our goodbye? Let's get out of our. We've known each other
Y'all
for
blow
so long.
kisses. Bye.
Yeah, just like one of these up
He
north.
falls through another portal, and from what you guys can tell, he does not reappear anywhere.
Zoc dives at the portal as soon as he sees
I must know.
And as Zoc dives, a pile of papers goes shooting all around the office. I swear to God, if you don't get out!
You know, Zach, I genuinely believe that one day you will figure those portals out. But
And as you say that, a lightning bolt goes flying across the office, hits Zoc in the rear end, and makes him go flying through the office door.
Zoc in the hallway, contorted like a pretzel. He loves me.
That was a cool trick.
If he shoots you again, he'll love you not.
uh-huh. I think you had to
And
give him a
another
love you
bolt
nine.
goes flying
Oh my
and
God.
hits Zoc again.
Zoc unfolds into like full T pose and says, "Ready."
All right, we need to go. So, let's head out. Yeah.
Yeah, where are we going?
Actually, real quick, if you guys are down for it, there's a cool like sketch artist in town. I thought it'd be nice if maybe we, got a sketch for all of us together. It's been 3 years.
Has it? God, feeling old.
You know what? Why the hell not?
Sure.
I like the rest of you well
And
enough.
in that moment, Zoc, your memory pauses once again, and you flash forward. Now, standing before you is Rusty and Agog as they tap on your glass face, and you feel tucked into your breast pocket is a really tightly rolled up, well protected sheet of paper. And once again, your memory trips back, and you are back with the current group.
Can we have his?
I want it to be canonically known that throughout this endeavor, while Zoc is unconscious or like not all the way there in whatever real world is in this case, he's absolutely just garbling nonsense. Like
Oh, 100%.
Pure
switches
Spanish,
off
right?
One
Huh?
to zero.
Pure Spanish.
Whatever, like you gotta hit
Every
him.
time he gets hit, a new language comes out.
000111000000101.
Please consult the user manual. Consult the universal. Like
Now say it in primordial.
Oh my God. That's deep
Sorry.
speech, actually.
you're right.
All right.
Point
have
of
that as an
inspiration for the
echo?
commitment. But as you guys make your way out of the secretive underground base, Dragmule leads the way to the local sketch artist, who is kind of just sitting in the front. It's just a pixie sitting in the front of her shop, kind of dancing around all of her paintings and sketches, all around her shop space. And she gets joyfully delighted as the group of you walk in.
Zoc's eye works off of like infrared lasers to like scan things, so mirrors don't work for him.
Okay, there's definitely mirrors in there.
So I'm just trying to say, like, up until this picture is done, Zoc has never seen like a clear version of himself because it's always distorted by like the reflection of whatever laser.
Well, clear would be subjective because photograph is not a thing, so this would be a group sketch. So
Yeah.
again, that would still be like subject to interpretation.
This will be clearer than Zoc has ever seen.
Right. Yep. So the pixie comes immediately flying into your face. Meyer, you did not call me back the last time you were in town.
I don't know who you are talking about. My name is Temerity, and I am the.
No,
biggest
your smelly
asshole.
brother is next to you. Don't play this game with me.
Hi, sorry, it's been a while.
Yeah,
I
it
actually
has
just
been a
got back
while.
into town. I
You-
just last
So
night.
you were at the tavern last night.
Well, we were celebrating a safe return from a very dangerous journey. You have to
You
understand.
pinky promised me you were coming back to see me the last time. So instead, you come back and get drunk
Back.
with these hooligans.
But we're here now,
These
right?
hooligans- One of these hooligans is family.
He
You hate him.
he didn't
You
stop
told me
talking.
for 4 hours the last time you were in my shop.
I
Huh?
do hate him.
Again.
I do. I don't.
He was talking about you all last night. He wouldn't shut up about you. It was crazy. And I was sober the
Roll
entire time.
deception.
He was absolutely just gaga over you. We had to
15.
just hold him down.
Add your deception modifier to it.
Oh yeah,
Mine?
it's gonna be 15
Oh.
plus. So that's gonna be a 24.
And so she walks up to Meyer's face and brushes it. I guess I'll forgive you this time. But then she grabs you by the earlobe. Do not make me wait again. Do you understand me?
I'll never make you wait again.
All right, boys. What can I get you?
Hey, real quick, what's her name?
Yeah, Meyer, you
know,
never
but you know it
introduced
too. I was
us.
saying it all last night.
You never introduced us properly.
Yeah, it was
though.
Trinity.
Well,
Right?
it's impolite for me to do such a thing. You see, where we're from, it's more
You
polite
forgot my name. You forgot my name.
for me to say somebody else's name. Tammy.
She.
Trinity.
You're really gonna sit here and call me by my sister's name?
Trinity?
You told me you weren't seeing her.
It was mostly dark when
That's your excuse right now. It was mostly dark.
Holy crap, is that Gerard Butler?
She's a human. I'm a pixie.
That's
you're both so
Funny that-
small.
that is a really tough differentiation to make.
Would you like money for a job?
If it doesn't include you, absolutely.
Do you know
if she
another
turns
sketch
to
artist?
Doc, what do you want, bud?
We would like a group sketch.
Sure, but I'm gonna do to him whatever the hell I please. Deal? Fantastic. And she
If I pay
flies
you
across
5
the ship.
extra gold, if I pay you 5 extra gold, will you make him look uglier than he actually is?
Don't do this
Oh,
to me.
honey,
please.
I'll do that for free.
It can't be done. I am simply too gorgeous.
Grotesque.
So the four of you, what is your position? Like, how are you guys
Bottom.
staged in this?
If I will secede and not force this if they're not into it, but I would try to pick up Meyer and I'm sorry,
Dragneil?
I
Did I
keep
get it?
forgetting
Is
your
it
character's
Dragneil?
name. I feel really
Dragneil.
bad about it. Dragneil. So I want to pick up Meyer and Dragneil and like kind of lift them both up a little bit so that they're right next to me and just big smile.
I'm in.
All right.
Zach,
I'm
you-
in.
Could I, as
Where
a
would Zach
robot,
be
hold
positioned?
both of hold him while he's holding them because I'm a robot?
Yes, absolutely.
Love that.
So in this photo, then you see Zach kind of so it's gonna be like a 45-degree kind of angle as you see Zach carrying Temerity, while Temerity has Meyer and Dragmule under each arm.
Oh, okay,
but-
done quickly. Please. Oh, God.
Zach, as you sit here and remember this moment, you remember each of their faces as they are. But as you think back to what would be Zach's now reality, you recognize that in that sketch, that Meyer's face is beaten, it's bloody, his hair is completely tattered, and he looks, now that you're living in this memory, nothing like the sketch does.
It looks so good. Just so.
Zach is going to take the picture and say, "This is just what I asked for."
You
I'm
could've
so
left my
glad you
teeth
like
in.
it. I will be sending out a personal letter about one of you to the town crier. So if you don't want to hear that, or if you do want to hear that, it'll be in the morning paper.
Good luck. You're not the
Afterward.
last one to try. You're not the first one to try.
Meyer, I swear to God, if I see you in my shop again, I will do unspeakable things to you. And not that unspeakable thing you made me promise I wouldn't tell your brother I did.
I'm
You
sorry,
have to
go
tell me
on.
What you did.
Yep.
I cried. Look, I'll be honest. It was...
Meyer just breaks down and cries.
Hey, wait, so
Right.
Dragneil's going to go put his hand on his shoulder from his 5'11" and 6'8" height. Look. We've all been there. Sometimes every time.
Trinity flies up to
Trixie. Meyer writes that down after you say that.
Trinity. How are you going to write it wrong again?
See, with an
flies up to Temerity's ear and whispers the most grotesque, disgusting thing Temerity has ever heard in his entire life.
It's literally anything involving feet, because that's what my actual, like, I could never ever be aroused by a foot in my life.
She
Alex.
tells you about how he wanted her to fly in between her toes.
I'm just gonna look at the chat while you describe this heinous.
Anyways, can we
Hi,
have one
I'd like to
screen?
be in any other room right now. Thank you.
I do, and I volunteered bad information. I'm sorry.
Zoc with his mechanical hearing is scrolling notes like in his book of how to understand living creatures. Sometimes they like it when you do this.
Meyer cross his arms and just nod. I'm not ashamed.
Meyer, as you exit the shop, though, you hear the town crier is already divulging this information to the entire town.
I paid that son of a bitch off. How dare they?
Guess what? I paid more. Bye, Zoc. Good luck.
You paid him a lot. I watched him pay him a lot.
I couldn't pay my bar tab. It was...
Looking over the picture, Mary is just like, she captured all of our likenesses pretty well, but Meyer, she really captured your essence.
You really focused on your arms more. Could she have made them smaller? I look so tiny in them. It's incredible.
If she
I
did,
don't
it
know,
wouldn't
it's
be a
incredible.
very realistic picture.
They're standing next to each other while he's looking at the picture, and Temerity, his bicep is the entire size of. Not even flexing, just like standing there passively while he's
Realistically, height-wise, though, Meyer would sit at about Temerity's the top of his hip.
Probably, yeah.
So his thigh is like double your head.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
And
like in the picture.
I can
No,
see
you said Temerity's what, 7'4",
7'7" and
7'7", and Meyer is canonically 5'4".
Yeah,
So that
he comes
is
up to here.
that is a 39-inch differential.
Yes.
Oh, look at you with the quick math.
You're trying to tell me
It's like-
Temerity's head is 39,
no.
is 3 feet
No,
long?
that's fair. So he's probably at my elbow or something. Yeah, right at
Yeah.
navel. Okay.
It's literally Shaq and his wife.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, that makes sense.
I said what I said.
Anyways,
did-
I'm gonna go say bye to my
any-
daughter now.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably go say goodbye to my wife, whose name is.
It's your wife.
It's Trixie.
Okay. I didn't know you
Who's
made up.
Said Trixie?
You made up that I had a wife.
Wait,
That's
because
not
that
my
would mean you slept
Yeah,
with his
sorry about
wife.
No,
It's
no,
100%
sorry.
Trixie.
You're right.
Nope, it's canonical. It's canonical,
No.
especially with the message I've already received. So as Dragmule begins to make his way to his home, as Dragmule opens the door, a fireball goes shooting across the room. Yeah, go ahead and roll a dex save.
Oh God! Wait, why did I do that? I don't have dexterity. Am I an idiot? Oh wait, yes I do.
Aren't
We're
you
fine. We're
alone?
fine. We're cool. It's 13.
Do you have a son or a daughter?
Daughter.
You have a daughter. Daddy, as she shoots a fireball at you and then comes charging at you to tackle you into a massive fiery hug.
Cause we're fired, Genasi. It's like, oh, how are you doing, little one?
Are you still taking me to the park in the morning? You promised.
It is
And I
the
really wanted to keep that promise.
It is the morning.
But hey,
What do you mean you wanted to keep the promise? It says morning time. We can go right now.
you know what?
Zoc will put his hand on your shoulder and say, maybe a little too loud, this may be a great opportunity for you to take some time with her.
I was good call, Zach. Hey, how about you go check on the brothers real quick? Yeah. Let's go on a walk, Cupcake.
Okay, let's go, Daddy. And then she sprints.
And then she's living with my mother.
Okay.
So can I talk with her real quick?
Yep, absolutely.
So we took a job and it's not looking great.
What do you mean? How can it not look great? You haven't left.
I'm gonna put the gold on the table.
And it is a massive bag of gold.
That's 25% of our bounty.
What did you sell yourself to do? You know what? I don't want to know.
Hey, if anything happens, tell my daughter I loved her, okay?
She's down the hall. You can do that yourself.
And then he's gonna leave the sketch of him and the gang on the table and walk out.
Okay. And now we will jump over to Temerity. And is Meyer with following Temerity to the household?
No, Meyer has other business to
Who are you
attend
gonna
to.
say bye to? The half the town?
That's already heard about his foot fetish.
Who's gonna accept that goodbye?
Temerity, as you enter your home, you see your wife's, whose name is oh yeah, Trixie. We've already decided. You see
Oh, God, no.
Trixie
Come on.
sprinting towards you, honey, and she is carrying a massive bag of gold.
You're very muted right now.
100%. You muted yourself, Bubba.
Ruh-roh.
I did. Sorry, someone was coming in the door. I didn't want that banging. But I thought my wife's name was Tammy because that's what, and then the pixie's name was Trixie.
No, her pixie's name is Trinity.
Trinity.
Trinity. I heard Trixie. That's why I wrote that down wrong.
Oh, we thought you were.
That's what I
thought
s-
you were committing to the bit.
That's why I said you were really gonna. He said Trinity, and you were like Trixie. Gotta write that down. I was like, are you really gonna write the wrong name down?
But no. So he said Tammy, and we're making it canonical that is
No.
my
no,
wife is
Yeah.
her
Meyer would
sister,
not have
right?
done
Okay,
that.
then yeah,
Yes.
Tammy.
Yes.
Tammy is her name.
Tammy comes running at you with a massive bag full of gold. Honey, look what got dropped off.
I know, aren't I the greatest?
But as you say that, you realize your bag of gold is in your hand.
Aren't I the greatest?
I
Hands it over to her.
yeah, honey, you're super great, and she gives you a weird look before turning and walking away.
I mean, I might not be
I
back
forgive
from
you.
this one for. Yep, might not be back from this
Where's-
one for.
Is Meyer coming to say bye? Could he?
Maybe eventually, but
No, he should come to say bye. Cause you guys need to talk.
oh, I can send him over when I see him.
Okay, that'd be great. Sorry, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, that's only like 25% of it.
We've created
you.
a terribly awful situation, and I hate it. And I'd like to retcon all of this and try again.
We are 100% retconning it. I got too committed to the bit. Now,
Oh, I
where
like
I'm
this
taking
bit.
it.
No, I don't actually want to retcon it. It's good. I'm just so uncomfortable
I know.
in a good way.
Alex is begging me not to commit to this bit.
Oh, I'm already committed though.
Because I'm pretty sure Mary knows.
I'm not committing to adultery against my brother at all.
Mary,
That's not
did you know?
it's not something I'm going to ever give in to. I won't.
All right.
I think Meyer's scummy, but he's not that scummy.
That's your baby, bro.
So
mean-
we're gonna backtrack just a little bit. Tammy opens the door. So do you not get my note? Because I told you not to come home.
I got the note. I read it. I acknowledged it.
And who
then,
taught you how to read?
The frog in the lake.
Holds up bag of gold.
You may enter.
We just need to talk. Nothing more than that has to happen right at this moment. But the opportunity is there and may arise.
Walks inside.
So, got a job, a real good one at that.
I can tell if one, you're getting paid up front. This is quite a. What did you promise to do?
This is also only 25% up front.
So more is coming?
Potentially, if we succeed. That's the thing.
You should do that because I have an announcement to make.
No.
Yeah, and I think there's two. And as she turns, you recognize she is a lot bigger than you probably have paid attention to in recent time.
Drops down on both knees.
There's gonna be a mini Meyer and a mini Mary.
Wish I was
That's how
there.
that works.
I want to tell him so badly, but I'm not there to confirm.
I guess we could name them both Junior after you and their uncle. It's a little weird to have to explain. We'll talk about that.
We can workshop the names, but there's two.
I mean, I keep getting kicked on two opposite sides of my stomach, so yes. Or we have
Okay.
a gymnast. That's really the only options.
We could have a gymnast. That's completely fair. I mean, look at me. I'm
Yeah,
ripped.
that's what I'm terrified of. You expect that to come out of this?
Well, the horns were a lot more nubby at that time.
They better be.
Rounded.
Because if you rip me, I rip you. Do you understand me?
I'm
Where I
yes,
rip,
ma'am.
you rip.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. But the
Shut up. Come home to me. And she gives you a big kiss before flicking you on the forehead.
When she goes to give him a kiss, he's gonna, or I am going to lift her up under the
My
armpit
God!
and just give her a
Babies.
big kiss back.
Say bye to them.
all right.
Lifts her up a little bit more and kisses her on the belly.
Rafters! Rafters!
Oh, sorry.
I'm still on my knees. It's fine.
Yeah, that's right. Look at
You
you
stole the
go.
rafters, dude. What do you mean? You're like 7 foot a billion or something.
What's your wingspan? Like 15 feet?
I don't have wings.
Oh my god.
I want. No.
All right.
We're not giving Temerity wings. Absolutely not.
No,
I was just talking about arm span.
Oh,
Wing
okay.
span. Like from finger to finger, man.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll promise to do my best.
Stands up.
Well, go get him, Tiger. And she punches you, I guess, in the abdomen because that's where she would kind of.
Ooh. Oh, don't punch me so hard, babe.
Come home.
I will.
Ducks out of the front door.
And Zoc. Where does Zoc put his 25%?
Zoc, while everybody's talking to their family and people that they talk to, Zoc goes to the bar and just takes a couple of fistfuls of gold out and leaves it on the bar and says, "Hopefully this covers the cleanup fee."
You do understand this is the only reason I keep you around because you come up with these magical sums of money and drop them off at my bar.
You keep us fed. You keep them fed.
Yeah, just keep doing this because everybody else keeps breaking shit and you keep fixing it. So thank you.
Zoc walks out and then takes not a beeline like he's really trying to get there, but he just walks straight across the. I'm imagining the town is kind of just arranged in a small circle, like this is a village.
This is your universe, dog. However you want it.
How do you see it in your memory?
This is the first time I've ever done this.
Look, this is think WandaVision. There's no wrong answer, dude.
So, I'm imagining the town is no more than like 10 houses and like 4 or 5 public buildings, and
I was making notes, not doing weird things. I promise.
and I just take a beeline between like a general store and I don't want to say the church, but like maybe some sort of like workshop facility or whatever.
Nice.
Something like that.
Right.
But behind there is in the alley there is a utility closet that's just a little bit too big to be just a closet, and it has a bed, cast iron stove, and racks of like stuff. Nothing that anybody who walked in would see as any discernible value, but like these are all either tokens of bounty from Zoc's adventures or just like significant items to him, be them like tools or like weapons, whatever.
I love that.
But he doesn't sleep, so the bed is mostly undisturbed. It's Alec, what's your character's name?
Meyer.
Meyer. I keep wanting to say Mary.
Marion Meyer.
It's Meyer's bed. Like Zoc has canonically said, this is your place. You can stay here. But there's no insulation, and he's too lazy to start the cast iron stove, so he just bounces between houses.
It's better this way. I don't want to like interject, but I think Meyer is like laying in that bed right now.
Like the first time like in years that you've actually like slept in it, and I just walk in and just look around because I have nothing else to do, and I just plop the gold.
Doesn't say a word to you, does not acknowledge that you're there.
But not at first. Zach will like he'll go to the corner and like push the cast iron stove out from the wall just a little bit, and there's just like an insert in the wall where it looks like he's just punched through the brick, and there's like 4 or 5 like half empty sacks of gold from times that he's just paid things off and then nobody else needed gold immediately, so he just puts it away because he didn't care.
Its own personal.
If we can ever
bank.
find this house, we're gonna be rich in the main storyline.
Yeah, right.
Hey, those aren't Kavlik coins.
Very specific about the money I gave you.
And I appreciate
This is
that.
clearly pre-Catholic.
Zach will appear caught off guard when he moves the bed back, and he moves from the bed. He'll go, "Ah, I didn't see you there. Usually someone who pays rent stays there."
Oh, I invested in
Bitcoin.
our friendship by associating. I'm incredibly well loved. Didn't you hear the whole foot fetish thing? That's like
Zach's lie detector at this point in his life has a small alarm that goes off. It's just on his chest. It's like it looks like a symbol, like
The
almost
iPhone alarm that goes off.
It's almost an insignia, but it just goes eh, eh, every time he hears a lie.
one day I will fool you.
Eh.
It's going to happen, Zach. Trust me.
Eh.
So as the rest of you make your way back to your rendezvous point, Dragmule and his daughter share one final moment.
So I'm assuming we're coming back up on the house.
Yes.
He's gonna get down on one knee and he's gonna say, "Did you have fun?"
Yeah. Do I get to go to work with you this time? Because you said when I was big enough, I get to go to work with you, and I am super powerful.
You are. You're so strong. But how about
And
this?
she punches you.
Ooh, I'm just gonna let it take and just get a little oof. You know. It's like I give up. I give up.
So I can go.
Unfortunately, not this time. But how about this? I'll make a different deal. I go on this trip, and then I never leave again. We'll spend the rest of
Promise.
pinky promise.
Double pinky promise with a headbutt.
You got it. And so our like little flame pinkies will like swirl up, and then we just like
Yep.
noggin it.
Perfect.
No,
Awesome.
So you're coming home though. That's what you're promising.
We did the headbutt, didn't we?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go bug Nana now. Bye, Dad. Love you.
Yeah, kid. And he's gonna walk away.
So as you guys make your way back to your rendezvous point, once again, a portal opens up and the boss appears this time. I need all of you to look me in the face. You sat in my office, wasted my time. Not once did any of you ask for a description of the target.
I was trying, but you decided to pour it away. I mean, what's the guy look like?
I don't really know. All I know is red eyes, black scales, super menacing. And the portal opens and he drops back through it.
Red eyes, black scales, very menacing. So he's like your auntie. Oh, Mary.
could be a fish person.
So like your auntie.
Yes. Well, it's complicated.
Oh, God. All right. So, well, we should probably retrace steps. Let's be good hunters here for a second. Let's
You do that.
let's head to the castle and see what we can find.
So you guys begin to start your several week-long travel. You guys are currently in Smith Cora, so you guys are actually taking. You guys have to travel across a good majority of the island, and then take a boat, probably 6 or 7 days, more or less, across the world to get to Konya, which was the last known location of your bounty. And as you guys come come upon the coastline, you guys meet a severe devastation. You still see flames dancing in the trees. You see blood-coated beaches, and you see bodies, a line astrew. Not a single living soul in sight.
Can't-
You guys exit the boat and are immediately hit with the stench of death.
Am I able to take the flames and kind of like absorb them as a fire genasi, or is that not something I can do?
If you would get close enough to them, yes, I would say you could control the flames enough to put them out.
All right, I'm gonna try to do that just out of respect for the lives lost.
Cool. Yeah, so without much hesitation, you kind of just put your hand up and kind of make a fist, and the flame kind of sucks in and just dissipates.
Zoc is just sort of swiveling his head back and forth, trying to find any sort of motion.
Roll perception.
One prescription check. That's an unassisted 17.
Nice. So with that 17, a few paces just up the beach, you see one soldier kind of stumbling to get up to his knees. He is currently missing one arm. His armor is completely tattered and shattered. Very few pieces are still connected enough to sit on his torso. And he is sitting on the beach on his knees, looking over his fallen comrades, tears and blood pouring down his face as he struggles to form words, much like your DM is right now.
Zoc will not be the first to approach because he's spooked people before, especially in the state that this person is in. Seeing somebody who looks like Zoc might not be the best thing.
Well, to be fair, we're all pretty messed up looking right now, but
yeah, but I'm like an eldritch horror to people who
I know,
aren't expecting to see me.
I was just kidding. So, Dragnel's gonna walk up and then just kind of like crack his neck and get down and just like backhand him. As a bounty hunter, he's a completely different person.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. Oh my God. Not trying to hit him that hard. I'm a monk. I would hope I know how to control my fist a little bit better than that.
Really, I just need you to roll damage.
Oh my God. You want me to run an unarmed strike?
Yes.
Cool. He just took 7 points of damage.
His neck snaps to the side as his body falls forward into the bloody mess beneath him.
You
Great.
killed him.
I was
You
already.
killed our only witness.
He was
Can Zoc-
already
Can
dead.
Zoc survey for another witness? Maybe another person that might be very, very close to clinging on to death.
Roll perception.
Hold on, I may have something for this.
Well, that one was a 2 with a 6 on top. So that's
There's the Zoc we know.
Whoops. He walked into the
watching people
town
get
and
killed on a beach apparently destroys my roll effort.
I don't know how much this guy would have had to say. I mean, we just follow this. And I just sort of point in the area at the destruction all around.
I imagine the density is going to get better. So he's going to. I'm going to walk and just kind of head up.
Sure. So as you make your way through more or less the hordes of bodies, it's about a half day's travel before you make it to the remnants of what was a major city. The bedrock has been completely shattered. There are no homes anymore. Everything's been burnt to the ground. The buildings are nothing but sheer shells of what they used to be. And very few living bodies are walking amongst the heaps and heaps of bodies that have been piled up towards the edge of town.
This is worse than the not pandemic. What is that? 2021. This is worse than the devastation of I don't know. What's it? Bombay instead of Pompeii.
And as you guys make your way into town, you see a young man sitting just in the middle of town square, a sword at his side, and his fist balled up.
Now, does he have black scales and red eyes?
He does not. He is a human.
Okay, great. I'm not gonna smack this one. Maybe we should
Hail
let this
and well
move.
met, friend. Mighty fine sword.
Thanks. Thanks.
You're the only one who seems to be stead and strong here.
Definitely not the words I would use. And he takes the sword and slams it into the ground as the blade shatters and shoots off shrapnel everywhere.
Come on, should we dodge or are we okay?
No, no. From what you can tell, the sword was already pretty brittle, so it didn't take much force for him to break it.
So, have you seen a guy with black scales, red eyes?
I didn't know such power existed. For lack of a better term, it was he was a god. He destroyed everything.
But black scales, red eyes.
Yeah.
Got a directions, which way he went?
Went towards the castle.
All right, sounds like our target's there. Don't worry, kid. He's gonna put his hand on his shoulder. And like, we got him.
Wait, before you go, I need you to send me to her.
Send me to who?
And he unclenches his fist to a locket that you could tell would probably belong to a loved one.
Where is she?
Where do any of us go when we die?
That's a big question, kid.
Zoc will take a knife out of his bag, and he'll unsheath it and place it on the ground and say, "This is not a decision that you can put in someone else's hands."
Sure it is. Just
And
break his
without
neck.
a hesitation,
I'm going to stop him 100%.
Okay, go ahead
wanna-
and roll a strength contest.
Could I argue sleight of hand to just take the knife?
Well, it was a 4, so if you beat that, absolutely.
Can I grab him?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
I think I grabbed the knife and you grab him, maybe.
Yeah, that's going to be a 23 to grab him.
Perfect.
Zoc is socially confused because he asked to die, and Zoc was like, "Yeah, there you go."
It's a 30.
Yeah. Pure precision. The true brotherly bond comes into play as Meyer more or less magically takes the knife from his hand as Mary grabs him with his massive bare arms and picks him up off the ground, and he begins fighting and squirming with all of his might.
I want to like try and place my forehead against his forehead and just
I don't want to be alive!
I get that.
And he headbutts you.
I let him. There's no I don't have the horns on the forehead for him. to
You
damage
take
me.
1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Are yours back
Oh, I
here
need you to
too?
listen. I need
What's
you
up?
to listen.
Oh, I was asking if his horns are back here.
Oh.
Yeah, my horns curl back and come up on the back, so I can't use them as weapons. But
I need you to listen, and I need you to listen good here, kid. There's a lot of darkness in this world. What you've seen is a good share of it from the looks of it around here. But ask yourself, is killing yourself what she would want?
Doesn't matter anymore. There's nothing here. What is there to live for?
You gotta make that. You gotta make what there is to live for.
And he completely stops fighting at this point.
It's hard, especially after something like this. But if we don't work for it, if we don't fight for what's worth living for, then why are we here?
I set him
He does
down.
not respond. And as you set him down, he collapses to his knees and starts bawling his eyes out.
Pat him on the head and
I hope you choose to fight.
Zoc,
It's not against this, even if it's to make something better.
move forward.
Zoc will take a small piece of metal from the blade that he shattered, and he'll use his metal thumbs to sort of work in a message onto a piece of the metal and give it to him and say, "Take this to the bounty office." And he said, the message on the metal says, "Please give me something to do." And then on the back it says Zoc with like a smiley face where one eye is just like way bigger than the other one, and the other one is like off center. Like you can tell it's a smiley face, and one eye is just like super big, but like only because that's how Zoc would put it
I love it. So he kind of, for as you guys walk through the town, every time you guys look back to see him, he has not moved from that spot. Uh, but as you guys are traveling through town after town, you're met with the same thing every town you walk through. Very few survivors. Very rarely are any men still alive. Is mostly children kind of walking around alone and terrified. But it doesn't take long for you to catch up to your bounty because as you guys are walking, you guys are able to begin following flaming footsteps.
Very
Flaming
great.
footsteps.
Flaming footsteps.
All right. Great.
Yeah. Draglil, is this something you do?
Looks down at his feet. Try again.
Cool.
Any
At least it's an easy trail to follow.
I mean, what, turning around now would not be an option.
right, not an option, like very uncertainly.
We have already been paid for this job. There is no turning back now.
Of course there's not. We took the job. We're gonna do this job. How hard can it be?
Can he roll a performance? Because I don't believe then. That's
I mean, you could roll
Well-
insight to see if he believes that.
I rolled a 18.
Yeah, this is 12. He's not scared,
Okay.
just not witnessing or not comprehending the full extent of the danger we're in.
Oh, that brother of yours, huh? Alright.
So as you guys begin to follow the footsteps, the first flaming footsteps you come across are barely embers. But the further you travel along, the flames are getting larger and larger. But before long, you are now just a few dozen yards away from a large, menacing figure and head to toe plate mail, flames erupting all around him.
Can we tell what kind of species he is?
Roll investigation.
Yeah, we can talk our way out of this one, lads.
Roll one as well.
18.
I rolled a 30.
-1.
Can I
-1.
can I give him my modifier?
Incredible.
With that -1, Temerity has never seen this creature before. Zoc has found a few of these creatures along the way. With the large stature figure and the long tail, you recognize this creature to be a dragonborn.
It's a fire bat.
Which, yes, I'm fully aware dragonborns don't have tails. Don't come at me.
This one does for now, till I cut it off. All right. Hey, go ahead.
I was just making a Jarobi joke because you said
Oh.
you cut his tail off.
So he's. I'm gonna shout. Hey.
But before you do, and before you can say anything, you hear almost like a whisper in the wind. So you guys are the ones they've sent for me.
Ooh, wow, no, we are just.
Nope, that's all right. Your
Yes.
blood will lead the way for the future.
Oh, good.
I do not bleed.
I also
Oh,
don't know
trust
what
me.
that means.
You're going to.
All right.
No, I do not have blood.
And as this creature turns towards you, you guys can now see blood red eyes and dark black scales. He has a massive longsword in his right hand and a mirrored shield in his left. And from, well, I guess Temerity would probably be the only soldier amongst the group who's actually been to a full-fledged war. This you would believe to be the most decorated soldier you've ever seen in your life.
Uh-oh. Did he
Oh,
pause when he
no.
wants to?
We are
What was that,
gonna
Gordy?
die. He's frozen
Oh.
for us all.
Oh no.
I'm
Uh,
frozen.
Yeah.
No, your video's frozen, but your audio isn't. But that's just a Discord thing recently. I just
Oh,
watched a
okay.
bunch of footage that I had that like I would freeze for like 4 or 5 minutes during it for no reason.
Okay.
But what were you saying, Jordan?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're all gonna die.
So you guys want to do this now? You want to go all against one
As
on
he's
one?
talking-
I'm okay with any of it.
As he's talking, the group hears a couple of clicking noises as Zock's joints start to like tense up, and Zock slaps his hand on the ground and casts Hunter's Sense, which once per long rest allows me to learn whether the creature has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
I was not expecting
Yes.
actual D&D requirements coming into play.
You didn't think we're gonna fight him right now?
Oh no, I expected you to fight him. I did not expect any of you to do anything actually fact-finding based to learn anything about him.
I was about to do something similar.
Zock's a professional, okay?
Touche.
I'm going to pee before we get into that.
Good call. Good call. We're about to get into some big fights.
I'll wait till Alex gets back.
So everybody, in the chat while we're here, is everybody having a good time? John, I have the same thoughts. I'm really nervous about it actually.
No, I know that's 100% what this is. I hope.
I want it to be. I'm really excited. Like that would be cool because this would be the first time we're really going at him.
Which would validate everything that we had talked about when we were talking about what we were going to do this week anyway.
Mean, it's Sherlock Holmes we're talking about. That is true. Is everybody enjoying
John,
this?
honest to God, is my favorite person I've ever not met.
Is everybody having a good time though? Are we liking the story? Are we liking the scene with what Zach used to live like? And what we can only assume is why Zach is so trusting of idiots like us. He has some weird kinship to us. We're all just, I feel like we all just like rotated a character, so we're all just
Zach, as you cast off Hunter's Sense, for a brief moment, the world goes black. And in this black universe, the only thing that is highlighted is yourself and this dark figure. And you can kind of see radiating off of him. You learn that he is resistant to acid and immune to disease.
Let me grab the right book to write that down in.
So does that mean that he's not immune or worried to fire, despite
Correct.
being on fire?
Correct.
That man is living a dangerous life. He lives on the edge. I respect it.
Mary would like to draw his sword and shield and circle around to the left and try to this figure's attention trained on him.
You said he's resistant to what?
Poison.
He is resistant to acid,
Oh, he's immune to poison.
immune to disease.
I'm going to just click my heels and walk in the.
I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home.
I'm turning on the wing boots.
Solid.
I'm gonna reload my fists like Henry Cavill in
Yeah.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I wanted them to ignite with each punch, so like I just want flaming fists.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Hunter's Sense is if he has any weaknesses or vulnerabilities, I'm also made aware of that as well.
Nothing like that is stated on D&D Beyond.
He's weak to fire.
He has disadvantage to stealth.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't know if technically that's something you would learn in this situation.
I think we
but-
would have figured that out from the very heavy metal.
Right.
All right, you guys ready for this? Ready for the fight of our lives?
And to clarify, because I may have, I lied. So his shield is actually a faint green and aqua blue, and periodically you can see a hand punch towards the shield and scratch on its way down.
Hate that.
Weird. Yeah.
Don't think that. Not even for a second.
Yeah, I want to try and taunt this figure so that he's focusing on Mary, so that the others have time to get into position.
Go ahead and roll.
Intimidation.
Yeah.
Cool.
We will need to figure out what he is going to do to
That's
combat that.
Have we entered initiative?
So I don't really want to do initiative in this sense.
I don't think this is the kind of fight we win. So
It's not necessarily that. Combat is just going to impede a lot of things, and I don't want to hold up just the flow of everything. So we're gonna kind of do a loose term of you guys are all gonna go in one sequence, and when you guys are gonna get to choose what order you guys go, and then Kavlik's gonna have a turn.
Oh, he did confirm this as Kavlik.
Yes. So 100%. Zoc, you would have. So that's another thing that happens. Zoc, as you use Hunter Sense, you recognize this force as something you have been before. You have felt this eerie presence. You have felt this monstrosity of a man before you. It is in fact Kavlik, the ruler of all realms, standing before you.
So real quick, this would be a very interesting loop because you'd remember in the future and you'd be remembering right now because this is your first time seeing him. So this would just be this weird death
Paradoxical time loop.
because you're like what? That would be interesting.
Exactly why you're hearing Telemundo right now on Zoc's end because there's loose wires that are causing this.
So we said you were rolling intimidation.
Yeah, that's a nat 1 to make it a 10.
So I
Wow.
guess we'll do competing intimidation.
Well, he got nat 1. Can you compete?
He got a 27.
Yeah.
So as Temerity goes to make his well, realistically would say his typical flex he does before battle. As he makes eye contact with Kavlik, Temerity feels something he's never felt before, and that is intense fear that this is not a battle he is likely to survive.
Well, we all had to go sometime, right? Here we go, boss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which one of you want to die first?
I mean, I'll take it. Can I
Zoc's
cast a spell at that?
Yeah. Go ahead. Somebody roll your initiative. If any of you beat an 18, you guys will get to go first.
Oh, we are rolling for initiative then?
18.
Oh, 16.
Just one of you, whoever's gonna get. If you guys can beat an 18, your
Oh.
initiative will go.
I got a 6.
10.
I also got a 10, but I will bow to Zoc if he wishes to go before me.
So technically, Kavalik would go first,
And then we all
but
go
now,
together.
then you guys will get to decide in your turns whatever order you want to go in. Sorry, I just wanted to look up one thing here real quick.
So basically, we're just so skilled after 3 years of travel together that we can form
Can you force kind of combos?
yeah, so we
Yes.
could hold up a 3 and be combo number 3 and just all run at the right time and enact it. That's kind of cool. That'd be sick if we just be combo 5 and then just all of us just go into gear. And why don't we do that in the main game? We should really practice that. How cool would that
should.
be?
That would require us to practice anything.
Not what I meant to click.
Oh my god,
God
wait,
damn it,
Zoc's
stop
part of the one
clicking
that taught
things.
us all of this, so when Zoc wakes up, he could teach the real gang all these cool combos that we've worked on together.
You roll a 1.
Depending on if Zoc has the ability to remember anything that happens today.
That's true. I hope you can.
Zoc, when seeing Kavlik, is immediately going to go into fight mode instead of flight mode and go back for the club again because he's so used to using it at this point. But again, reaching back.
So as you guys look forward, you see Kavlik take a step forward and then disappears.
Casting a spell?
Yes.
Counter spell.
Let me see.
Oh wait, no, I don't have my wand out, so I don't think I can do that. Let me double
I
check.
counterspell it instead.
No, I can. No, I can't. I'm
Okay.
fine. It's just somatic, so I can do that.
Floof the hate. How much to have PK dance? I don't know.
What level
What's
are
on
you
the
casting
table?
counterspell at?
Let me double check to see what kind of slots I have. I'll do it at 4th.
Okay, so as you cast counter spell, you feel the spell take place, but you can tell it is not enough to succeed.
And I get to roll.
Okay.
And so that's going to be a d20 plus 4.
Whatever you know. If you want to pay $1 for me to dance, I'll dance for $1. You want to put $20 on it, I'll dance for $20. The dance doesn't get any better from cost though. So
18. So unless it is a level 8 or 9 spell, it fails.
Unless it's a level
It is a level 7 spell. So you see, as he steps forward, he steps back, and at that moment, Temerity recognizes that he attempted to cast etherealness off of his armor to step into.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere, bub.
Going anywhere? I was coming to you. And he is going to use his turn to sprint towards the four of you.
And come
I
and get
am
it.
in
Dash
the
if
air
we're-
behind him.
Dashed if we're getting specific on the terms we're using.
cool.
So that's his turn though.
Yep.
Cool.
I want to elbow him in the nape if I can.
Let me go first
Elbow
real quick, just
who?
because my thing
Oh,
will
yeah,
help
you guys
support
go.
most people, or can help support someone else. I will use Mind Sliver on him as he's running forward. I need an intelligence save.
Not his strong suit.
Incredible. The weakness. It's been discovered. An
12.
intelligence save.
No, so he takes 12 points of psychic damage,
Nice.
and he has to subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw he makes before the end of my next turn.
Nice. Nice.
And then I will. That was an action to cast, so bonus action.
Hey, God, while he's doing that, could
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. He is actually going to use.
He must not have much health on him.
Yeah. You
Right.
don't hear resistance on the cantrip. Yeah.
He actually uses the ring of spell turning. So canonically, he snaps his fingers as you cast your spell.
Burn the reaction. Yeah.
So that re-roll will get him a 14.
Still no.
Well, he tried.
He was like, "I got this." Crap. It's nice to see Cav like before he really got his footing as the evil villain that he is.
Yeah.
Maybe he does have the footing, and we're just getting our footing for once, and then he'll just
Right,
pull a
yeah.
legendary resistance out when we feel like we get an inch of momentum.
And then
Oh, can I go?
so
He's
you-
got his bonus action.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're very new to these characters.
Go ahead and use 2 sorcery points to make Confusion a bonus action to cast,
Okay.
Hmm.
and he has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Can't snap twice, can you, Thanos?
Doesn't have to react.
That's a 22.
Yeah, I think as much.
I talked
What if
too
I-
soon. I
He
opened my
lets
mouth.
out a maniacal
Oh,
laugh. You'll
minus
need to do much
1d4.
better than that.
I don't think it's gonna matter though.
What's your save?
It's it's
That'd be a dirty 20.
yeah. He still makes it.
What if
And
I
he-
cutting words? Does that work, or is that just attacks?
Damn. All right.
I gotta learn how to bard.
Well, I tried.
All right. I'm gonna rush up, and then while he's still got that sonic damage, I'm gonna use Produce Flame on my elbow and attack with that.
Okay. If you're attacking multiple times, go ahead and roll all of your attacks at once.
Okay, so
And then we'll add in the flair of how the attacks go.
so that would be 15 fire damage with my elbow, and then I'm
What
gonna
was
use.
the to hit?
Oh, it was 13.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
So you manage to smack your elbow into his armor, and the flame kind of just dissipates as he laughs at you.
And then I'm gonna do another unarmed strike, like with my
Okay.
other elbow, so kind of like a
Yep.
weird Sasuke move.
Sure.
And that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
And then good. That means I caught him laughing, and he's gonna take 8 damage.
Nice. Zoc and or Meyer, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Sick.
I am going to invoke Slayer's Prey as a ranger. My bonus action is going to designate one creature within 60 feet, and for the first time each turn that I hit the target with a weapon attack, it takes an extra 1d6 damage, which
Nice.
lasts until I finish a long rest or I designate a different creature.
Nice.
So I am going to then, as my main action, I was going to say before you had done the reroll earlier, for flavor text and to make my rolls not poopy, the Archon Blade Longsword, could we just flavor text that as whatever sword that I've got right now?
That's
and then,
fine.
Okay, cool. Because I was going to use the Tower Shield and the sword and try to do two-handed combat. So Zoc is going to Zoc's eye is an extra bright red when he invokes Slayer's Prey. So like as he moves, you can see like the light trail from him moving as fast as he does. Not much unlike how the Barbatos has that ray of light that flows out of it when he's really getting into it. And he is going to pull the sword out of his back and then reach behind him and pull out a tower shield and go for a frontal attack while he is currently engaged with Dragnail.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
All right, first attack. That is a 11, so that's not going to hit, and I am not going to take that because this is too cool of an intro for me to screw it up. So I'm going to use that point of inspiration from earlier. And how's a 16?
16 is enough to make contact but not do damage.
But I do make contact.
Yeah, you definitely make contact.
Awesome.
Do you have multiple attacks?
I do. I'm trying to figure.
Go ahead and roll that second one so we're not spending too much time per turn.
Yep. I am going to use. I'm going to use ensnaring. I'm going to invoke ensnaring strike at second level with this attack, which
Okay.
I can't do. Never mind, because it's a bonus action. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nice.
That's a crit. So I crit on Kavlik with the Archon Longsword, which does 1d8 plus 3. Plus, since I use Slayer, my Monster Slayer magic, I get an additional d6 of damage because he is my prey, and that's an extra 2, so that's a 7 of slashing damage.
Cool.
And then movement, he is going to place the tower shield up and put himself in a defensive phalanx position.
Cool. And Meyer.
I feel like this is probably something we've done before where they all flank him, and then while I'm flying in the air, you just see Meyer pulls out a viol, rips across the strings, and as he does, a large spectral hand begins to form. I'm talking like the size of a small building. As the hand reaches down and I cast Big B's hand,
Nice.
he is going to grapple Kavlik. The hand
Can we all
is.
just can I kick out of the way? Since
This is it's probably more like Crazy Hand, where it just comes in and grabs him and then picks him up, a little like Smash Bros style, so that it's not gonna just like beat the heck out of all my.
Well, I assumed
allies.
we had done this before, so I imagined us dodging if need be was pretty in vain.
Nice.
So,
So-
this uses my spell modifier, or does it use the strength thing? It uses the strength of the hand.
So yeah, that would be the spell modifier.
Oh no, okay, so it's higher then. So it's this plus 12 is my strength check. I crit, so 32.
Nice. And let's just see what kind of combat he puts up. So it's an 18. So yep, he's grappled.
And as he's grappled, he's going to take just a little bit of damage. I don't think that 2d6 is enough to bug Kavlik, but I'm
He's
still
also
gonna
gone through 2 days worth of people, so I imagine there's a little bit of wear and tear on his armor already, even if just a little.
Big B's hand. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to inspire my brother. Kill him now. That's all I got. So he is grappled, and I don't know what all that
Awesome.
means, but yeah.
I need Dragneel to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this for a spell effect?
17.
Yes.
I would like to counterspell that.
Go ahead.
I'm only going to do it at the 3rd level because I'd rather just roll my modifier.
Okay.
So I will counterspell just at the 3rd level. Does that work?
It does not.
Okay, so I will roll a d20 plus my spell modifier. Come on, baby. I crit failed. Sorry.
It's okay. I rolled a 17, so hopefully that does well enough.
I need you to take 65 points of necrotic damage.
Okie dokie.
Through his hand, he literally flicks a finger out as you feel more or less a death ray shoot across the way and kind of pierce through your body.
I'll fall
Like
to
I
a
said,
knee.
as you take 65 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah. Dragneel falls to his knees.
Can he cast a spell while grappled?
Yeah, because his hand is just like bing, and his finger comes out.
Oh, because I thought that one of the components for Finger of Death was somatic. Or, yeah, somatic, but I'm also not. I am also new.
Also, it's fine. It's fine. Flare. I can die. I don't care. Kill me.
I'm also not
care.
seeing that, so we can retcon later if need be. But then he's going to use his second action to attempt to break free from the grapple.
Okay.
Not great. That's an 11.
Okay, I still have to roll because I could roll lower than a 3 and then.
Gotcha.
But it's a soft 20.
Okay. So yep, he is still grappled. But you guys now see Dragneel on his knees.
Keep going. It's fine. I'm gonna use my staff to pull myself up.
This is fun.
How do you want to do this one next?
Do we just want to do the same order? Or do we want to switch order?
Let's just the same order. That seems fair. Unless you need to go last.
I don't need to
Mary,
go.
you
with
are
any-
muted as mute.
I don't know what I'm doing right now, so I'd like to go not immediately.
All right,
if
I got
possible.
it. So with the staff that I just got up with, I'm gonna spin it above my head and try to rip it into his face. And
Okay,
with
go
that,
ahead and
I
roll your
want to
attack.
use it to hit with the burning hand.
Okay.
Okay, so staff of fire. It was nat 20 plus 9, so 29.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
And so, I'm gonna use burning hand, 1 charge of that, and it's 3d6 fire damage. So let me go ahead now, and then should I roll again for hitting him again with using, since I'm gonna hit him with the fire and the stick? Should I hit twice? Roll twice? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that was a nat 1 plus 9, so 10. So, I'm going to guess only the fireball hits.
Yes.
Okay. And with that being the, what did I say it was? 3d6. Is that going to max, or it doesn't because of it being a magic spell?
Technically, magic doesn't crit, but that doesn't make sense to me, so it definitely does max.
Okay, so that would be 18 points of fire damage.
Highly good.
Nice.
Oh, actually,
right.
I think he can make a. He can try to make a. Well, he can't. He can't make a dex saving throw. He's
Yeah,
big.
it would be an
Oh,
automatic failure since he's grappled.
Yep. Cool.
Also, Slayer's Prey makes it so that if I have to do any strength saves from Kavlik, that I have advantage.
Cool. All right, next turn.
I think I can go next. I will.
Oh, I lost the spell I was gonna do. I'm so sorry.
I will use Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay.
He has to make another intelligence saving throw.
And at this point, I should have done it last. Oh no, I
This
don't
is why I don't roll digital dice.
No, that's exactly why I roll digital dice.
Yeah. So that is going to be a 3d6 psychic damage. And so that's 9 psychic damage.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
More my
It's only a
strength.
6.
What was that?
6.
So as the whip cracks against him, you see him laugh as he cocks his head, and Hellish Rebuke causes you to take 18 points of fire damage.
All right. Fire. Cool. That's only 9 points then.
Nice.
Ooh, tieflings for the win.
Tieflings for the win.
Tieflings,
And then
baby.
on his next turn, he has to choose whether he gets a move, an action, or a bonus action because he only gets one of the 3.
Actually, if you're a tiefling, don't you get a Hellish Rebuke as a reaction as well?
Not with this heritage. We have other spells. and
Doesn't it
then
also
I-
not get to take a reaction after it gets hit by the spell?
Oh, that's a good point. No, the reactions aren't included in it.
On a failed save the target takes, and it can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn.
Oh.
So you don't take
Well,
9
so
points of
this
damage.
is, I'd say this is simultaneous, so it's before the spell effect
Highly
is
valid.
activated.
I'm more interested in him not counterspelling something that I
Yeah,
cast.
and so that's a good point, but I'll take the Hellish Rebuke. I don't think that would be affected by the spell just yet.
Plus, it's
Yeah.
9. It's 9. We're
And then
super
using a
strong.
bonus action, I would like to try to telekinetically shove him. Is there a way either?
He is currently in Bigby's hand right now, so how
Oh,
would that
okay.
work?
Then yeah, I would not
Um,
point. That's right. Then I would.
You'd have
Not,
to probably shove out of Bigby's hand.
So yeah, I would say that would break Bigby's hand's grasp.
then I won't do that.
Gotcha.
That'll be. I will. I will just move a little bit closer then, because I'm assuming I'm still or is he right on top of me at that point?
He kind of just sprinted in between all of you.
Okay, then I will use my movement to back up a good 20 feet then.
Okay. All right, and who's going next?
Since the spell users are doing their spelly things, and I've got a reaction that I can use to thwart his counter spell, I'll let Alex go first this time.
I am just going to, at the 3rd level, chuck a lightning bolt at him.
Nice.
So that is a dex save, which he auto fails.
Auto fails. Yep.
So this is just going to be whatever this number is. 19. There's so many ones.
Solid.
I could have
And
been
then
a way
as a bonus
more.
action, I'm going to inspire Dragmeal.
Cool.
I'll remember that I
Also
had
kill him. So you have a D10 to add to you. A ability check, attack, roll, or saving throw.
Cool. I put that in my
All right.
inspiration mark. And then just
And Zoc.
finish this off for the
All
night.
right.
Do it big.
So Zoc is going to, being in an attack position already, he is going to go forward and try to get an attack of advantage on. I don't know if it would count as advantage since he's grappled, but he's going to try to hit him. Would that be advantage since he's grappled? Okay,
Oh
cool.
crap! I probably did hit him in the face then. I didn't think about that.
That's a crit.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I crit plus
POG.
So double max damage.
double max damage. So that's 1d8 plus 3. That's 8 plus that's 11 times 2 is 22. Then I don't have to roll damage.
Yep.
I do not have to roll damage.
Correct.
Okay. So 22 slashing damage, but with that, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast let's call it, geez, what's his I know his strength mod is probably much stronger than that.
Give it a
so
shot.
maybe well, I mean, he is at disadvantage. I'm gonna use ensnaring strike to further restrain him, and that is going to before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appear at the point of impact, and the target must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends, which is up to 1 minute.
So yeah, go ahead.
He just has to pass a strength save.
So he's actually going to do a couple things that you guys are going to hate. He is going to laugh maniacally, and the vines, as they're going through to grapple him, kind of wither away and dissipate. Bigsby's hand dissipates and he falls to the ground, his weight shattering the ground beneath you. That was kind of cute. Now it's my turn. And that is where we will finish off this week.
What a great time to be alive, folks. All right.
Not for too much longer.
Guys, this is fun. It's cool to see that Kavlik can just beat us around. Isn't that
Yeah.
great? It means we need to be at least 7 levels higher than we are right now before we stand a chance.
You know what's crazy is that, like, this is happening, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
canonically? And I'm level 13 in this encounter, and I'm still going to get my ass kicked.
Yeah. And then you're
I'm
gonna...
still 13 as I am IRL. Getting my ass kicked.
No, I'm imagining Kavlik just rips the rest of us apart and then just grabs Zoc, turns him around, and uses his claw to press the factory reset.
And just like
Hey, what are you
football
doing back
chucks
there?
him
You
over
are
like
not supposed to know about that. That is not a button that you should be.
Yeah,
He
then
goes-
football chucks him.
Zoc's body goes flying through the air, fog dissipates, and he wakes up in the back of a horse-drawn.
We caught you going over the border with a horse.
You're awake.
Instead of like me being involved in some heist with a horse thief, it's just like they were picking up the horse thief, and my lifeless body just
plummets from the sky.
And on that
Oh, he's
beautiful
an
note,
accomplice.
I'm PK.
John, what do you mean no cliffhanger? Like I haven't intentionally given cliffhangers for the last 6 months.
Yeah, right.
I gotta get you coming back somehow, man.
I'm a stupid robot.
Named Moose.
I'm Jeffson.
Oh, I'm Alex.
I'm Kavalik.
And you guys just keep
Dying
geeking now.
And it's starring Zoc.